Yeah.
Not real football players.
I hated your like Full House shit that you were doing there.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you with the fake football throw, and you're like, ha ha.
Everywhere
you
look,
look.
everywhere is a smile.
Your uncle, you're gonna be Uncle Johnny, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the sad uncle that hasn't had a spouse, but I still
Uncle
show up at all the family
comedian.
functions.
You can
Alcohol.
Some
take care
kid's
of our
gonna have a
kids.
fucking terrible life.
You're gonna have heart to hearts with our kids, and
I'm just gonna teach them about all the things that I messed up doing, and that they should learn from my mistakes. You know what I mean? And then I'll curl up at the end of the bed like a dog.
don't say those kinds of things to my kids.
Yeah, I just want them to learn.
It's
Don't
really
be like
dark
Uncle
shit.
John. Don't be like Uncle John. You know what? There's always room for improvement. But yeah, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Joined by my friends. Well, my friend and my acquaintance Jake.
I'm a friend and an acquaintance.
That's pretty high praise.
Wow,
like that. Yeah, it depends
we
on
have
how
an
the
intimate
fantasy
and
playoffs
casual
go.
relationship.
Yeah, it depends on the day, honestly.
Yeah,
Depends on the day.
Depends on what I've said about you that day.
It really does. It honestly does. Some of the things you say hurt, Jake.
Jeez.
Yeah, but most of them don't. Most of them make me feel pretty good about myself.
Cool. All right. Well, anyway, Tyler's here too.
Yeah,
Hi,
what's
guys.
up, Tyler? What's going on?
I'm just here.
Yep. Tyler's wearing his Troy Brown jersey. He's an OG.
I am.
Reebok, baby. What happened to Reebok? Are they okay?
No, they're not okay.
No. They used to have a Reebok store at Patriot Place, but I don't know if it's there anymore.
How the mighty have fallen.
I know.
I
Tough
do
times.
care a
Welcome
lot
back to the
about
show,
Reebok.
though. We're those fantasy dudes, here to cover NFL news. Brittany Mahomes, obviously. Update you on what's going on in our various leagues. Keeper Dynasty. Survival Football. And guess what? This week, something special.
Uh-oh.
Bringing it back. It's been almost 2 years since we did it. Since we didn't do it
Really?
last offseason. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Do you want to know what it is?
John's gonna autoerotically asphyxiate himself.
Oh,
Well, that's
my
every episode
God.
after we stop recording. But there's a little teaser.
Fantasy Fights.
What? No way. Really? We're doing that? That's crazy. That's crazy. If you remember, I was the champ, though. I was the champ. And maybe that had to do with autoerotically fixing.
Like, okay, no, we're not leaning into this. You can't. We already.
Again, no, that's in the paid version of the show. You guys know where to find that.
We're the first 3 minutes.
OnlyFans.
Oh, God.
That's on onlydudes.com. Don't search that. It's okay.
That's not us. That's not sponsored.
That's not us. Not affiliated. Not yet, anyway.
This being week 13 of the show, the season is, it's coming to a close pretty soon. Like, it'll be here like that. Sadly, where hopefully one of us comes away with a championship, that person being me, and definitely not these two guys in any way, shape, or form.
What the hell?
You roster Kyle Pitts. Stop.
Shut
your
the
horses.
fuck up. I'm making moves, Tyler.
Your
You don't know.
entire
Trade
team.
deadline's not over yet.
Your
guess.
entire team is just Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown.
That's a pretty good team, if you ask me.
I literally traded for a tight end just a couple hours ago, better than Kyle Pitts.
That's
Are you fucking kidding
True.
me, Tyler? Juwan Johnson?
Yeah,
I'd rather start Juwan Johnson than Kyle Pitts right now.
me too.
Yeah, me too. Anyways, so this week we are going to do a little makeshift fantasy fight about halfway through the show after
Nothing
Brittany Mahomes.
makeshift. Nothing
After
makeshift
the
about
news.
it.
Well, it's a real fight. It's a real fight. It could take up. This could be a
I'm
long
gonna
episode.
punch John.
Where I'm going to come to Massachusetts and beat the shit out of you in front of your fiance and cat and dog.
Florida man versus Massachusetts
Yeah.
man.
That's
a
actually
good
a fight
fight.
that I would pay to see.
That's a pretty good fight.
No, I don't want to see my friends fight.
Well, it's called fantasy fights. It is what it is. But I did want to tease a few more segments that we're going to be doing over the next couple weeks here. We're going to bring back Who's That Fantasy Dude next week. We're doing a little Air Your Grievances, which I think, Jake, I'm going to let you host that segment. But
I love that. That's really epitomizes me.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that entails. Are we just gonna?
yeah, what is the? Can you
complain
explain
about
exactly
everyone?
what that would
Yeah,
be?
you
we
just
just
get
gonna
to
talk big shit?
bitch about stuff.
No.
That's all. Like whatever is on your mind.
I feel like that's every episode anyway.
You come
but-
prepared to. No, but this is ones that we've had to like move on from. You
My
can
friends at
rehash whatever you
school
want.
don't sit with me at lunch, and I'm
No.
feeling really
It's
sad
fantasy
about it.
football related, Tyler.
Yeah,
And
only
when
fantasy
I was
football
like
related.
12, I had the
It's not about your already sad life.
Damn, brother.
Okay. Wow.
The fuck did Tyler do to you?
I'm gonna be a bigger man about that, John.
Wow.
Because
Fuck.
I'm kidding. I was really talking about myself right there, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're projecting right now.
Clearly. I think we all know that. But we're also doing another segment called Fantasy Failures, which is mainly going to focus on my failures because these guys don't
gonna
feel
be
like they
John.
have any. I literally said yesterday, I'm like, oh, Jake, we're going to do a new segment called Fantasy Failures. Just come up with something. And he was like, I don't think I have any. I'm like, are you really?
Well, the only
Nothing.
people I have are like people who got injured, and I'm like, that just doesn't feel fun.
You didn't
Like, it
draft anybody that you believed in that disappointed you. Nobody in any league.
I mean,
come on.
the problem is I didn't pay up for Justin Jefferson. I'd be disappointed in him if I did. But
Again,
like, I
that's
didn't pay up for him
injury-based.
Injury
anywhere.
related.
There's nobody that you draft. You were like, this guy's going to be good this year.
I'm with John on this one. You have to have one. Everybody
dude,
has
We're in
I
like 9
really-
leagues. There fucking has to be somebody. I don't know.
I'm supposed to make playoffs in every league I'm in. Like, I don't mean to suck my own dick here, but
You are.
I mean,
Yeah,
Joe
too late.
Burrow, but also injury. Like,
Yeah, he's out for the season, so that doesn't count again.
well,
Well,
dude, I don't know. I don't have, like Austin Eckler.
give it
very
3
disappoint-
weeks because
I'm disappointed in Austin Eckler, but also injury.
yeah, he was injured. Fine, whatever. But the most important segment and the one that I'm most proud of naming on a whim, just out of nowhere, I was like the Donovan People's Choice Awards.
I like it.
Nothing better.
That's so good.
That's going to be the vast majority of the Week 17 episode, where we're just going to give silly awards to players, and they can be good or bad. Maybe you don't
Week
want to
17, our championship week.
Yep. Yes, sir. Maybe it'll be a 2-week thing. Maybe we'll do it in Week 18 as well.
Maybe
Hell yeah.
maybe week 18 is worth it because that's like a summation of the whole season.
Done.
Even after the championship week.
Yeah, and it gets us off of whoever wins here. I mean, all of us are likely to make playoffs in at least 2. Well, you're not going to make playoffs in League of Record, right?
Jeez, no, I'm not eliminated yet. I just
Damn.
made a big move and used all my fab to get Zach Moss. Come on, man. Give
You
me a
got to
break.
win out, right? Like you have to win out to.
I don't
make
think
it.
I have to win out, but I need to win the matchups here at some point.
2 left, John.
I know. So maybe I need to win out, yeah, and get a little bit lucky. But
Week 13.
Literally need to win out. You're 5-7. You're the highest ranked 5-7 team, and you're in 8th place.
yeah, that says
You
something.
have to win out.
You got to hope some people lose too.
I mean, I said
And
that
you,
last
you play.
week.
You actually have to win this week.
I
You're
play
playing
Allie this
Allie, and
week.
Allie's right above you.
Yeah. So yeah, this matchup is essential. The fact that I'm playing Allie means a lot.
I'm not confirmed, but this week I do play. I could still get a bye here.
Yeah,
if
you never
if
know.
I beat Dane this week, and the nice thing is Dane's missing Fields, Hawkinson, DJ Moore, Madison. Like he's gonna have to start fucking Chester Reynolds.
Who? What the fuck is that?
Right.
What?
I've never heard that name in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first time I've heard that name ever.
Yeah. He's gonna have to start Chester Reynolds, bro.
But yeah, all
Cool
the leagues
name.
are in are pretty close, and it's getting down to the wire.
I never thought I would say this, but I think my best chance in any league that we talk about here, like my best chance is my mom's league, her work league, and my work league. But
Wow.
I don't want you to make
Super
fun of me, so I
competitive.
wish I hadn't said that at all. But I truly think my best chance.
Your best chance is to get
the
a
Dynasty
proxy
League.
win through your mother at work.
She's the yes.
Notice how I'm not saying anything, John. Just remember this.
Man, my brother.
Because I'm already
Sometimes
I'm
you
already
shouldn't say
broken.
anything.
I'm already
I'm already
broken.
broken. He said.
So like, if you want to say anything, it's just gonna you're beating a dead horse at that point.
Oh.
So it's like just let it be.
There's just nothing left.
No, not really.
Cool. All right, cool. That's a good vibe. Thank you.
All those Miles Sanders shares really took it out of John. So.
I did draft Miles Sanders on her team, but
Oh, God.
unfortunately, she still has Jalen Hurts, AJ.
He was a good
Brown.
value in the 4th round. So,
That's what I thought.
oh my God.
We'll talk about him on fantasy failures. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys would like to send us any questions, you can still do that. DM us on Instagram, hit the link in our bio, send us a voice message if you want. I'm going to be honest, have not checked to see if we have gotten any of those. So if you have sent them,
Bro, Chris is in the DMs like, what the fuck, John?
Yeah, this man has sent in questions.
I'm sorry, Chris.
You're,
But if you do
you're
want to
sending
calling
follow
us
us,
questions.
a solicitor.
Send in questions. We won't look and see if we have any, and then we'll complain that we don't get any. So just keep doing that.
Chris has to
Apolog-
send in
I
a video, and it's got to
apologize in
be,
advance.
dude, please, Tyler, get a video from Chris of him just dogging John.
why
Done.
does it always have to be to hurt me?
Because you're not
There'll be a
playing his
legitimate question,
questions.
Is somebody's TV on in the background?
Maybe. I mean,
I'm gonna
does
need you
Gabby
to,
count as a TV?
I'm gonna need you to take care of that, Tyler.
Throw a Funko Pop down there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have which one? I shouldn't have said that.
There's so many options.
That
There's
reveals
so
a
many
lot about you
options.
as a person.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. John's a failure.
Please,
Haha.
please,
Let's
please,
make fun
please,
of John.
please.
Haha.
Please stop.
while I do the podcast platforms, you should tell Gabby to turn the TV off.
Yeah, you should mute me so I can yell downstairs at her.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna mute you right now. Go ahead. Can you imagine if he was actually
That bit only plays on the show. You have to
please,
watch
please,
that
please,
shit.
if you're not on YouTube, this is the reason. to
This
be
is
on
the
YouTube
episode
right
you're
now.
watching on YouTube. That was really good.
That's amazing. Jake, ready, catch. Oh,
How cool would it be if I pulled up a football from right here?
that'd be really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a terrible bit right here. We should fucking move on.
All right, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Did you put her in her place, Tyler?
Just
Great.
kidding. That's
Jesus Christ, John.
She turns it up louder.
Did
All
you
right.
say anything when you did that? Or did
no,
you
no, it's dead silent.
She's just like
Did I sell it? Was that good?
It was really fucking good.
amazing, actually. Yeah, that's good physical comedy.
very good. Very good.
Yeah. If you want to follow us, Instagram at Those Fantasy Dudes, TikTok, X, all that fun stuff. Email us, thosefantasydudes@gmail.com. You can listen to us on any of the various podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, Radio, Stitcher Castbox, Reason, Radio Public, Breaker, Pocket Cast,
Wait.
Bullhorn, Castro, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for podcasters is our host platform.
You know what you said.
I know
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Podcock.
I wasn't going to say it, but
Cock
yeah.
box, podcocks,
This man said
Castro cock,
podcock.
podcock, addict.
Sorry, I had my
Podcock.
internet history in the other window. My bad.
Yeah, you did. Your non-private browser where you just...
Whoopsies.
Whoopsie.
My bad. Yep. If you want to give us money, click the link in our bio. Give us as much as you want. With that being said, you guys ready to talk about Brittany Mahomes?
No.
Always.
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Let's have a staring contest with Jake. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, wow. I've never seen Tyler that close to the camera before.
Handsome.
I like it.
Is it terrible?
No, not at all. There she is. Oh,
Uh-oh.
we're in the wrong window.
Uh-oh.
There she is, our girl. There she's back, everybody. Yeah, Brittany Mahomes. Brittany Mahomes. What's she up to? You know, we're always wondering. We're always guessing. What could Brittany be up to?
You are. We're not. You are.
No. Tyler, you care, right? Be honest. You
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stop it. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
He does this shit in part of because of you.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta
We could
look
band
forward to it
together
other than
and
me.
end this segment, Tyler.
What is this? Hospital?
The
band?
show could be shorter. People would love it.
If you were just part of the 1.5 million, Jake, you'd understand.
You don't follow her?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hospital bags?
Explain yourself.
What do you mean? Why would I want to follow her?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is hospital bags? What is that?
I clicked on it and like she's just like talking with no makeup on, so I don't really know how much we. Oh, I think she was going to the. Oh, it's for Bronze. 52 weeks ago, because we're about to talk about Bronze had his first birthday, so this was before she went and had gave
weird.
I
birth.
don't care.
Yeah, look, she's all packed.
Yeah, because you know every mom has like
Wow, that's a nice.
multiple thousands of dollars of stuff that they bring with them. That's
Speaking
normal.
of multiple thousands of dollars, Brittany obviously celebrated Thanksgiving recently, and the one thing I wanted to mention that I found really funny is like this is obviously a great picture. We can all agree to that, correct? Yeah.
No.
Okay. the funny thing that I noticed is that Jackson Mahomes posted the very same photo, although there is a considerable difference.
Ah.
It's the fact
Ah,
that he's in the photo. Why didn't Brittany post the one with Jackson in it?
Can you click on the account of the weirdo who's defending him?
Yeah, of course. Let's see
That
what
I
we
can
got.
get down with. Let's see who this loser is.
There's a lot of. Oh, did he turn comments off?
no.
it was just
They were
there.
just
Oh,
there.
wait, what?
They went away.
That was weird.
Somebody
'Cause
said, "I'm sure," because the
Oh, here
caption's
we go. I was on the
beautiful,
wrong
and it's
track.
like, "I'm sure you are, freeloader."
I love how you people follow him only to disrespect him and his family. Y'all need to take a good look in the mirror. Happy Thanksgiving, Jackson and the fam. You look amazing. 136 likes.
Nah.
Weird.
135.
Unlike it. Stop that. Yeah, there you go. Now
What
click
are the
his
replies
profile.
to that now?
Click his
in the
profile. Let's make fun of this guy.
Wheezy.
Private. Oh, she has a French
Just a
bulldog.
girl living in a dog's world. You're a dumb bitch.
Lisa Nelson. Let's find her on Facebook. Ready?
No, John, I wasn't gonna dox her.
Let's stalk this lady.
Oh, I guess you are putting this on YouTube.
Yeah, we've been making a video podcast for
Yeah.
13 weeks now. Regardless, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Brittany seems to be very supportive of Jackson, so like, why not post a photo that includes Jackson? You know what I mean? I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, seems pretty obvious to me, but I don't know.
Anyways, Brittany's been up to some other stuff as well. Patty Jr. turned 1. Big milestone, because you guys remember, right? We thought it wasn't, she first of all wasn't pregnant. We thought that was a lie.
No, you did. Nope.
Us together. It's
No,
crazy.
no. Hard. Nope.
This isn't
You're a
loading.
hard line in the sand here. You thought that he was a fake kid.
No.
What? What is that comment?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. What does that comment say?
So it's crazy because, like, obviously, all right. So first of all,
Wait, what was that?
We'll talk about the party real quick.
Hold on.
Brittany,
Happy
and
birthday,
Patrick-
little guy. Check it. Cracking a cold one to celebrate you. You're drinking it. John will
Those
drink a beer
fantasy
for
dudes'
anything, bro.
official account.
I don't run the Instagram. It's not me. Jake.
Wait,
Jake takes care of the Instagram.
Nah.
But yeah. So obviously, little buddy, Bronze had his
I
first
do not
first
take care of the
birthday.
Instagram. I want to be very clear.
It was themed, obviously NFL theme with Patrick there, who decided not to wear shoes for some reason.
Yeah, what?
What?
Yeah.
They were probably at like an indoor baseball. Scroll through the pictures. Yeah, they're at like an indoor play park, John. You're being a weirdo.
MVP.
Most valuable poops.
So Build-A-Bear, that Build-A-Bear was there. They had like their own Build-A-Bear kind of like workshop situation, which is really cool. I don't know what that cake is supposed to be.
Oh God.
Is that a
It's freaking cake. He's gonna destroy. Who cares?
He's eating grass.
no? But like,
Oh my
why?
God.
what is
I
that
hate how I
made of?
get bought in on these fucking segments.
Because it's
Should be a
interesting.
football cake. Should be shaped like a football, not a piece of grass.
What is that? Like,
that kid's not gonna play football.
It's like a hedge. It's like Homer Simpson's gonna peek out of it.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh,
Big Homer Simpson fan.
oh, yeah. He's cute.
Is that picture of me?
Kids, bro.
That looks like a picture of me.
That's like you now, Tyler. Aw, first down. He does get a lot of those, doesn't he? So I just wanted to mention, obviously, Jackson Mahomes commented, Bronzy Boy, 58 likes.
It's more likes than the Kansas City Current official account got.
Wow,
Man.
that was a lot. The sweetest boy.
I think I could beat up everybody who's a strong supporter of Jackson Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes.
And Jackson Mahomes?
Yes.
He was able to force himself on a woman.
I don't like this joke anymore. Let's move on. That
I mean,
was
it's not a joke. That's the literal reality.
Yeah,
I'm not
I know.
joking.
That
that's
wasn't
why we
that wasn't
hated
fun.
it.
That was fucking upsetting. And
That was just too real.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that
wasn't-
either.
Even Build-A-Bear commented on this post, which I think is fantastic. Build-A-Bear themselves, established 1997. I thought they'd been around longer than that.
589,000 followers.
Yeah,
Who
Build-A-Bear.
the fuck follows Build-A-Bear?
Gerber baby food is commenting. Are you
Wait,
seeing
really?
this?
Where's that?
Yeah. right
Oh
below it.
shit, Gerber, bro. Too cute. Happy birthday.
Bro, that's a big name.
What?
how many followers?
People forget Gerber baby food. The original Gerber baby was Richard Nixon.
No way. Oh, I can see the resemblance. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Not that one, John.
Oh, that's not supposed to be Richard Nixon as a child?
No. Well, Tyler's gone now, so the segment's over.
Oh, we did lose.
There's
We
no
just did
support
lose Tyler.
in the segment.
It gives me the option to ban him from the studio. That's crazy. Yeah, so a few other things here to mention. I guess this isn't really that important. I was gonna say.
Yeah, you don't fucking say.
Yeah, no. I was wondering, I really wanted Tyler's opinion on this, but Brittany had kind of a cool outfit for the
I fucking hate you.
for the game. She had these denim shoes, denim Nike Jordan 1s, as well as a denim custom jacket. I don't think that Kyle Juszczyk's wife made this one, but nonetheless, still very cool.
Who gives a fuck?
It's fine. Those fantasy dudes did comment and said, "Who knew you could wear so much denim but not wear jeans? Brittany is a trendsetter." I couldn't agree more.
If I could go back in time and fight harder against this segment, I would.
Yet here we are, Jake.
I know. I don't have enough say because I don't do a lot of work for this show, so it's like,
yeah, you do almost nothing.
Pretty much nothing. So if you want
And
to
there's
keep
nothing
talking
wrong
about
with
Brittany
that.
Mahomes, I bring a personal flavor. No one else is going to talk about you autoerotically asphyxiating yourself.
No, I don't think that Tyler mentioned that on the episode that him and I did together.
I still haven't listened to those.
I recommend it. I wouldn't recommend the one with Logan and our other league mates because it was a little
That was the one I was most interested
shaky,
in.
but yeah, it was all right.
Hmm.
Oh, it looks like Tyler's coming back. He's got OBS.
What in the
Oh, there he
hell?
is. Wow, the headroom is unreal.
Whoa, he's moved down 8 inches.
What happened?
There's an earthquake.
You good?
There we go. Hello, I'm back.
Are we in a different camera now? What's going on here?
No, I was crawling under my desk.
Oh,
Unplugged.
like I didn't know he got another camera.
In a fit of blind rage, I was just kicking under my desk because we were talking about Brittany Mahomes.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
you know how it
that's
goes.
totally fair and reasonable, actually.
Yeah.
It sounds about right, honestly.
Totally fair and reasonable. I don't blame you one bit.
Oh, good. I forgot the banner. Should we do it again?
Oh, thank God.
No.
All right. If you guys do want to obviously watch along and see all the photos without following Brittany, which I'd highly recommend following her, you can watch us on YouTube. Make sure to check that out. But yeah, thanks for that. If you made it this far, obviously follow along at Brittany Lynn, BrittanyLynnne on Instagram. Be one of the 1.5 million. She's come
If
so
you're
far.
skipping ahead, this is a great place to stop. We're over with the segment.
23 minutes in. Here we go, baby. Time to talk about some NFL news and injury updates.
NFL news and injury updates.
Take it away, Tyler.
Thanks. Yeah, so yeah, everything fell apart under my desk. That was pretty cool.
We've all been there, you know?
We've all been there. Speaking of falling apart, Aaron Rodgers is back. Officially back at practice, though. Don't get too excited. The Jets have opened the 21-day window for Aaron Rodgers to return
Anna?
from the IR. Aaron Rodgers. Did I stutter, John?
A little bit.
The greatest quarterback of all I mean,
Whoa.
the guy, he's got some MVPs, but doesn't win a lot.
The man with a Troy
Quarterback.
Brown jersey just said Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT.
Ironically.
No. Tyler,
Ironically.
explain yourself.
Oh, man.
No, it's okay.
No, he's designated to return from the IR after tearing his Achilles. The 21-day expiration date of that, though, comes on December 20th, which is 4 days before the Jets would be facing off against the Washington Commanders.
Big game.
Big game, or maybe not. We'll see what the Jets' record
really,
is.
no. Yeah.
This is interesting, though. No player in NFL history has returned from an Achilles injury sooner than 5 months. Rodgers will be at 3.5 months on Christmas Eve when that game happens.
How do you guys feel? Well, actually, Tyler's going to be there. But John, how do you feel that we're going to be there for him possibly playing against the Pats?
I still don't think he's going to come back. I really don't.
He's designated
I don't
to
think so
return,
either.
dude.
There's no way. That's fine. And that's all well and good. But like, there's if the Jets lose the next like 1 or 2 games, which I think they're more than likely to do so. Why? Like, what's the point? I understand that. Like, sure, he could, but they right now, I'm pretty sure they have a 2% chance of making the playoffs. Like,
I think you might be right. I mean,
let
it's-
me NFL playoff picture. You can continue if you want.
they're
But,
4-7.
that's worse than my Liga record. Like,
Like I mean, the Bills are shaky to make the playoffs, and they're 6-6.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
mean,
pull up
maybe
the-
4 weeks ago it would have made sense, but the Jets have lost 4 in a row.
What if the Jets win out?
I think even if they went out, I'm curious to see what John pulls up there. I mean, the best they could finish is 10-7,
I'm
which
looking up
might not be
scenarios.
enough to get it done in the wild card hunt.
So the Jets are 15th in the AFC. Like, there's the New England is the only team below them in the AFC right now. I just I don't see any scenario. Like, so much would have to happen. I mean,
Baltimore, baby. Let's go.
I can't. Yeah, I mean, that's great for Jake. I just don't see any scenario where the Jets pull this out, no matter what. I mean, they play Atlanta. It's not a gimme matchup by any means. I don't care how bad Atlanta is. You know, they're 5-6. They're actually
Yeah, what's the rest of their
in the
schedule
playoffs
again?
right now. They're the 4 seed. Like,
Yeah, that's by virtue of their shit ass division.
the Jets schedule. Who do they have left? Let's see. They play Atlanta, Houston, Miami, Washington, Cleveland, New York, or New England. Sorry.
That's more winnable games than not.
Right.
I disagree. I think that 2 of those games are winnable.
Atlanta's winnable, Washington's winnable, Cleveland's winnable, and Pats is a slam dunk to me.
What record do you think that they would realistically need to get the 7th seed?
I don't know.
I really
10-7?
think they'd have to be 10-7. Truly, I do.
I think they could get away with a 9-8. I do. I think that's a possibility.
That's
But-
still only 1 loss, though.
I know. Oh yeah. I mean, they lose to Miami. I mean,
Yeah,
At
I think they lose
Miami?
to Miami. I think they lose to Houston.
I think they could beat Washington, Cleveland, and New England, especially if they have Rodgers by then. But Zach Wilson would have to win the next 2 games. They would have
Tim
to.
Boyle
Tim
would have
Boyle,
to
you
win the
mean,
next 2
yeah.
games.
Sure, Tim Boyle. If they win the next 2 games, I think that they would push for Aaron Rodgers to come back, realistically. But again, like the chances of that happening.
The very soonest he could come back is against Washington, though, on December 24th.
Okay,
Yeah.
then let's
I
say
don't
they
know.
lose to Miami. Like, I mean, that's
If
would need
you
a
win
miracle.
these 2, lose to Miami, and you're still not out of it somehow, maybe. But
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I don't see why you would.
Week 18, January 7th against the Jets, man. If Rodgers is back, fuck it. Yeah, that's going to be a fun game for you guys, I think. What if it's like a win and get in game for the Jets? That'd be crazy.
And we could spoil it. Patriots could spoil it. It would be so much fun.
That would be awesome.
That's the best possible outcome, I think.
Really is. Yep.
Speaking of horrible old quarterbacks, Joe Flacco might get the start for the Browns.
Hey.
Super Bowl MVP. Right, Jake?
Well, I'm about to give him very high praise here.
Horrible old quarterbacks. Come on now.
Give him a chance.
So
You're talking about Super Bowl victor, MVP,
Ray Lewis,
Joe Flacco.
Terrell Suggs.
I mean, come on. Look, you
Nah,
want to
dude.
start listing Patriots
That's
defensive
like saying
players?
Jim McMahon is one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Hey, he was electric.
What team did Jim McMahon play for,
He
Jake?
played for the Chicago Bears, John.
Oh, okay.
Opposite, what is it, the 85?
Yeah, they beat the Patriots 45-10.
Yep. And on the other side of the ball was the fridge.
Well, no, he was on the Bears too.
On the other side of the ball, in defense. The
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Then they also made that they made a song, didn't they?
Super Bowl shuffle. Yeah, we can move on. Everybody
Super
knows
Bowl
about that.
shuffle.
Yeah. Give
Jake's
Joe
catching
Flacco
up,
more
guys. It's
airtime
okay.
here. Yeah, he's getting there. After Dorian Thompson-Robinson has entered the concussion protocol, Joe Flacco might get the start. Last time Joe Flacco was a starter, and again, this is what I was getting to, Jake. It was week 2 of the 2022 season, and he threw for 4 touchdowns, one of which was a game winner with 22 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, look, Joe Cool's always got it. Joe Cool's always cool.
I
Does
don't
he
think
have
he's
that
Joe Cool
title?
anymore.
I don't know if he
That's not
does.
him.
Joe
That's
Cool,
Joe Burrow.
brother.
Nobody
Fuck
ever called
no.
him Joe Cool.
Smoking on that Joe Burrow.
Yeah. You know what? You know who never lost to Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
It's an interesting stat.
Jim McMahon.
We don't need to read into that
Jim
too far.
McMahon.
You know who never lost to them
Joni
either?
Smith.
Bart Starr.
Oh God. Yeah, I hope that no one is desperate enough for a quarterback to start Joe Flacco if that were to happen.
Are you talking
But I
about my
sup-
dynasty team
I
right now?
suppose you could. You don't roster Joe Flacco. Get out of here.
I do.
You're joking.
I'm not. I thought
Who
you
are
were
your
trying to
other
make a joke at
quarterbacks?
me. I have
I picked
Baker Mayfield and Joe Flacco and Jalen Hurts. That's my quarterback room.
Tyler, I
Why
picked
would
up
you pick
all
up
of
Joe
the other
Flacco?
possible playable
You never
quarterbacks.
know.
All
would
of
rather
all
run,
of
like-
the other possible playable quarterbacks are rostered.
That's
Yeah, there's
insane.
nobody available.
I mean, literally, I picked
Nobody.
up I have like Tommy DeVito on my roster.
That's a
Dude,
good
the only
point.
other
I'd rather
QB
play Tommy DeVito though.
Oh, 150%.
Malik
of it.
Cunningham's available. That's the only one that maybe has a chance of starting in
He's
any
not
capacity.
playing shit, dude.
Bailey
Will
Zappi
Levis-
is taking. This is not on here, but because I'm a Patriots fan, I know this. Bailey Zappi is taking first team reps this week with Malik Cunningham
Yeah.
behind him.
They
Yeah, it's
both look like
probably for
shit,
the
yeah.
best,
You
honestly.
should just start
So-
starting Malik Cunningham and just plan to not have anybody else so they can pay nothing for quarterback and tank.
Yeah. Well,
The quarterback that has the best chance of starting, other than Malik Cunningham, is John Wolford, and he's the
fuck
third.
is
he's,
John Wolford?
he's the third string on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Holy shit.
That's our way for QBs in Dynasty right now.
I hate this. Can't do it.
I have Jameis Winston on my roster.
I
Honestly,
did too for a long
Not
time.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Kind of rather roster him than Joe Flacco. I don't know.
There's a
Oh
great
yeah,
clip
I
of
would. I'll
Jameis
trade these Joe
Winston.
Flacco right now. Like,
I
There's a
know
great
exactly where
clip
you're going with this.
Of Jameis Winston dancing and rapping on the sideline at Derek Carr
Well,
while he's sitting on the bench,
there
and
is,
Derek
yeah.
Carr's just like fighting for his life.
Derek Carr
And
is
Jameis
fighting
Winston's just
demons.
goofing on him. He's goofing on him so hard.
I saw the quote about where Derek Carr was like, "Yeah, as soon as they made my wife cry in LA or in Las Vegas, I was gone." And like I say
Yeah.
the
Things you don't say in press rooms. 101.
Yeah. Yikes. What
yeah.
else we got, Tyler?
Speaking of getting clowned on, do you want to pull up this clip, John?
Oh, yep. 1 second. I got you.
Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson went viral for a clip of him completely giving up on a play for a loose ball when they played the Bengals last week.
I saw that.
He later apologized to the team. He said it wouldn't happen again, but this is like one of the best ones I've seen in a while.
Real
So we can see the ball pop out here. Deontay Johnson is over on the left hash, and he's just walking. He's walking, not even looking at the ball.
That's nuts.
We can't see the video full screen, John. You just got to keep
Oh,
it little.
Okay. It hasn't happened yet anyway. It's all
Yeah.
good.
The ball pops out here. He's like on the outside, like blocking somebody, and he
You'll
thinks that
see.
his
It's about to
running
happen.
back went down, and he just stopped and he was just walking.
Wait, do you not see it in this clip?
No, you do. It was earlier on. You can see it pretty good right here from above, where he's just over on the left side.
Oh,
just
there he
turns
is. Yeah,
around and
right there
starts
on the left.
walking away.
He doesn't even give a shit.
Live
dude.
ball. Bengals pick it up, return it. Yeah,
Yeah, he gave up.
that was
He's
the
done.
most
Look at him.
low effort play.
I saw a much
Brutal.
better like version of that clip where it's like very
side,
obvious.
yeah.
Where it's like
I
the
know
main
exactly
angle
what
they
you're talking
usually
about.
show.
Yeah, it was
where
on
he-
YouTube.
He's
was
straight
the
up
other
just
clip,
like
so
like what I'm doing right now is essentially what he was doing on the field.
yeah, Bro
like
just gave up completely.
freaking crazy.
No, not good.
Steelers wide receivers, man.
Steelers wide receivers. Yeah, we were joking pre-show
I know
about
that this is what they do.
we thought Chase Claypool was bad, but oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
no, what's good?
In other news here, Frank Reich lost his job in Carolina after only 11 weeks. I believe that is the 5th or 6th shortest tenure for a head coach in NFL history. We all know Bill Belichick has the number 1 with just 1 day as the Jets head coach.
I did not know that.
Does
yeah.
that count?
That does count.
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah.
No, 11 weeks is extremely low. He's now gotten fired in back-to-back seasons, which hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
This
Dude,
came
he's
after
gotta
the
have a
Panthers.
His contract situation has to be crazy. He must be making so much money.
You know how much
He's
money
making
the fucking,
like 25 million a year for the next 3 years.
Dude, Josh
guaranteed.
McDaniels is making so much money from the Raiders for nothing.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason why these head coaches that got fired aren't doing anything afterwards. They're doing just fine. Like
Man.
it's actually crazy. So
They'll be all right. It's more for your legacy though. You don't want to go out like this. I don't think.
Brother, I
it's
will
better than
let
going out
somebody
like John Gruden did.
I will let somebody beat the shit out of me in the streets with a stick for $25 million.
You could get another job. That's the thing. You could get another job making $50 million a year if you play your cards right. So
If he got
I
another
don't- dude,
job
I don't
with
know.
another contract, would they still have to pay him?
yes,
Yes.
Wow.
the Panthers are paying him for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
No matter
so
what.
Wait, where else did he get? He got fired from the Colts, right?
He got
Yeah.
fired from the Colts last year. I don't know if that was the last year on his contract though. I don't know.
I mean,
He might still be
But
getting paid from the Colts.
I think he might be getting double paid right now.
that's
not
what I'm
having
saying.
a
That's what I
job.
was trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
That's unreal. That's actually unreal.
Yeah. So the Panthers are 1-11 now. But
wow.
this kind of leaves the question like how much of the Panthers' lack of production is actually attributed to Frank Reich? Because I don't know. I look at this whole situation and I think that this might be like one of the most mishandled rebuilds that we've seen in a long time. GM Scott Fitterer gave up DJ Moore in next year's basically now the 101 pick to trade up to get Bryce Young, who looks terrible, over CJ Stroud. There's just a lot of question marks.
That they thought that Houston was going to take Young.
Yeah.
That's what I read. I don't know. I can't speak to its accuracy, but that is what I read.
Yeah, I just it boggles my mind that organizations go in this deep for one guy. I get it, you want your franchise quarterback, but there were quarterbacks in that draft, man. I know that it's Bryce Young, but just you gave up your entire team basically for this guy.
Where did Will Levis go? I feel like honestly he would have been.
Will Levis went to Tennessee.
No. I mean, where did Will Levis go? Like in the draft, I can't remember.
Oh, in the draft, quite a bit later.
Yeah, he's looked decent. Like no worse than Bryce Young has looked.
He went number 33, not even in the first round.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't think this one's on Frank Reich, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think Frank Reich has had been dealt not the best hand. I mean, when he was the coach for the Colts, he had 3 different quarterbacks, and when he signed with the Colts, the intention was to have Andrew Luck, and then he retired like 3 weeks before the season started.
Yeah,
dude, that was so brutal. You remember that? This Colts fan booed him.
Yeah,
that was sucky.
I don't blame them, but obviously it was a very personal decision.
That's dog shit.
Yeah,
I blame them. Don't boo. That's yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like what if that's like what if Tua retired right now because he had so many concussions?
I don't know. The Dolphins fan would boo him.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, because they're Dolphins fans.
Totally Dolphins.
We expect that.
They would throw bricks at him from the street. Like they wouldn't give a shit about Tua. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Frank Reich will get another job. He'll be fine. Not worried about him.
Just got to make sure nobody's calling it his 3rd coaching job, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Sneaky little sprinkle that in there. And that's what I got for the news. A little bit of a slow week in news. If you've got injuries on your team, you know what they are.
Or not Christian McCaffrey. Sorry, Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's a big one. Yeah, and waivers have passed this week. So
did you see that the news about Jonathan Taylor being out 2 to 3 weeks is from Jim Irsay himself? So he's a doctor now.
Jim Irsay is very quickly turning into Jerry Jones, and I'm really not for it.
No,
he's like Jim Irsay is Jerry Jones if Jerry Jones cared about saving whales. That's the only difference.
Does Jim Irsay care about saving whales?
You haven't heard that?
Is he like a big Greenpeace guy?
Oh yeah, no. He like personally paid to have an orca, I think from Florida, like transplanted back to his home, like where he's from.
So
I swear to God.
Wait, okay. So was the whale transported from like Miami Seaquarium to like Jim Irsay Aquarium, or was it put out into the wild?
No. Hold on. Oh wait. No, this is way sadder. Never mind. I take it back now.
No. What is it?
Was it a dead whale?
You have to tell us now.
I gotta get you the original.
Should I look up Jim Irsay whale?
Irsay was part of a one-kind agreement that it go.
Tokatai, the killer whale that Jim Irsay donated to,
Yeah.
died Friday of possible kidney failure.
He donated. He donated like a good amount of money,
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
but it died.
Friends of Tokai have honored the name that was given to her by Jesse White, the veterinarian that was
Holy
working in the
cow.
Miami Seaquarium. Dude, I went to this place. Bro, this place is a fucking shit show. I went to this place as a kid. The worst aquarium I've ever been to. These animals look sad, malnourished. Like, bro, this place is a fucking death sentence.
Can you
I'm
back
not
that up with
surprised.
facts, John? I don't want to slander an aquarium that'll come
No,
after us.
no, this place.
Yeah, you
it's
big on
in like
aquariums.
it's in the most northern key of like the Keys. They have an aquarium there, Miami Seaquarium. It's not a good place. I'm telling you right now.
Doesn't sound like a good place.
Take your word
No.
for it. But I mean, everything that Jim Irsay tries to buy, including coaches, just ends up dying. So
Yeah, especially the team that he owns.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess that'll do it for NFL news and injury updates. We're talking about whales now. You guys remember Whale
Hard-hitting news.
Wars?
best show on TV.
Great show. The Bob Barker.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. The Steve
I'd go
Irwin.
work on that. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Send me
of
out there,
course.
dude.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
sick.
You remember
Me and
the
Coach.
the South Park episode where they make fun of the Whale Wars?
I do.
Yes.
Also,
Classic.
watching that with my dad, he's like, "These guys are jerks. I'd rather be on the Japanese side." He's like,
Seriously.
imagine you just got him like you're just trying to do your
Christ.
job. They're just like throwing shit at you all day. I'm
It's not like they
"Okay."
were accomplishing all that much. Like, let's throw stinky butter at them. Okay, Paul.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyways, why don't we move on to the much anticipated nostalgic teaser, essentially, of the offseason fantasy fights.
Fantasy fights.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, baby. Let's go.
We'll see how far this goes, how long this goes, but we do still want to talk a little matchups, and obviously Dr. Logan has to check in afterwards. But
Oh my God, we couldn't cut Dr. Logan on this day.
no, I guess not. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
was he
looking
gonna-
forward to this.
Did
Didn't
he
even
finally
you
check
drive
guys-
his
the other
car
questions.
into somebody else?
Whoa, well, because he's always driving.
Yes,
I don't
He's always driving.
I don't want to ruin it right now, ruin the surprise, but I'm pretty sure he was driving this. most
Yeah, of
recent
course
one.
he was.
Oh my god.
All right. This
anyways.
is the segment where we pit two of the
Take it
fantasy
away.
dudes against each other to fight based on their opinions on a given prompt. This is my first time hosting it. I would like to go by the referee for this segment. If you address me by anything else, I'm going to take away points from you. So I'm the referee.
Do we have to say the referee?
Yep.
I'm confused.
You're gonna
Okay.
have the predetermined time was 1 minute to argue, and all
1
of
minute,
these,
30
all
versus
of these,
no
I'll
more?
give you. It's hard. We can't give prep time anymore. I didn't think
No,
about that.
it's-
What gonna be hard.
We're here. We're live.
That's what
We
I'm
are
saying.
live.
All right. Well,
Easy
this is gonna be a little bit harder for you guys. All right. So are we ready to start the first round?
Who's going first?
Should we give a little
we
bit
did-
more?
You got to give a little more context.
If you guys have never watched this episode before, Jake's
I'm
going to be
not
the
gonna read
moderator
this
and
part.
hit his word. He's the unbiased referee. Sure, I can't imagine him going my direction with any argument.
I'm so
regardless.
unbiased. Get the fuck out of here.
My ass. Whatever. Okay. Each dude will have the opportunity to make an opening statement, a rebuttal, and a closing statement. Are we lined up with that,
It's-
Jake?
Yep. Okay. I remember now. It's been a few years. So it's 30 seconds, minute, 30 seconds.
Nope. It's a minute,
Nope.
30 seconds, a minute.
Man. Clearly
So-
I wasn't the champion.
A minute, 30 seconds, a minute. You got that?
No,
You're gonna just- do you have a
I thought it was-
timer?
Oh, it's a
I thought it was
right.
a minute and then 30 seconds, then 30 seconds.
That's probably what we should do for the sake of the episode.
I thought
Yep.
that's what it was before.
Okay. A minute.
Don't
opening
consult the
statement.
guy who used to run it. That's fine.
You tell me, Tyler. I don't
These
know.
rules
Okay.
should be written
I'm
down.
telling
in a
you, that's
sacred
what it is.
place.
All right, a minute, 30. Jake.
All right. Yeah.
Jot it down.
I'm on it. I got it. A
Um,
minute, 30. That's fine. So a minute
it's
for
gonna-
you, a minute for Tyler, 30 seconds each for twice. Got it.
Okay. Best 2 out of 3. And if for some reason Jake can't make a decision for the if we're tied at 2, if we're tied going into the third question and he can't decide a winner on that question, we'll have a lightning round. So
Lightning round question's great. So
cool. Okay. Yeah, Jake, take it away, my friend.
all right. Your prompt for the first question is to pick an underrated running back from the current season and make an argument why they are the most underrated and deserve more recognition.
Before you give an answer, should we do it in the chat to make sure? Because do we want to shout it out or do you want to put it in the chat?
I
Already
think you
put
should
mine
put it in the chat. Yeah.
What was the question again? Tyler already gave an answer.
Pick an underrated running back from the current season and make an argument why they are the most underrated and deserve recognition. Okay. All right. I like the answers here.
I like how John spelt this wrong.
Did I?
John did spell his wrong.
And again, we're
Okay.
allowed to pull up like stats and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You're allowed to pull up stats and you're allowed to make arguments.
We're allowed to
all
make
right.
arguments.
Totally.
You got to flip a virtual coin to see who goes first.
All right, I'll flip a virtual coin. John, you get the call of the coin because Tyler got his answer in first.
Heads.
Okay. Ooh, it's tails.
Okay.
Okay.
Tyler, you can go first or second. It's up to him. You can decide.
What would you like, Tyler?
I'll defer, like a true Patriots fan.
It's
Ooh.
I don't know if that works in this situation, but you can do that.
Sure
if
it
you want.
does.
Oh, so I go first. Okay, yeah.
Yep. So you go first. All right. You ready, John?
I gotta take a few deep breaths. It's been a while, man. I'm a little bit nervous.
You ready? You ready, fantasy champion, to defend your title?
Yeah. Let me hold on a second. I got a minute. You got the buzzer ready to go?
You cracking a beer?
Relax.
Yeah, I got the buzzer ready to go. Don't worry.
Okay, one second. I gotta pull up one more thing here. How do you spell Rashad?
It's in the chat.
God
It's
damn.
literally in
Also,
the
I
chat.
put it in the chat.
Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
So for context, Tyler picked Rashad White. I picked Devin Singletary. If you really think about it, people were going after Rashad White. I mean, he literally was the only guy in the backfield. Fournette was gone. He didn't get a job until 10 weeks into the season with Buffalo. Still hasn't seen the field. He's been good, obviously, but you expected that because if you're on that offense, you're going to get work if you're the only guy. The guy you did not expect is Devin Singletary. Dameon Pierce was great last year. Nobody drafted Devin Singletary. Maybe you got him in the last round of your draft. But that's probably the best case scenario if you wanted him on your team. Otherwise, you spent $2 on him on waivers. This man has won you weeks over weeks 10, 11, and 12. He has seen 81, 85, 82% of snap percentage over the last 3 weeks, and it's climbing every single week. You're on the verge of dropping Dameon Pierce in apocalypses like this week. You want Devin Singletary. If you got him for nothing. Nothing. You can throw him in your flex, and he can give you RB1 numbers on a given week. And, dude,
John,
was that time?
that was time.
Okay. Sorry.
Yep. All right, Tyler, how you feeling? You
All right.
ready?
I'm always ready, dude. I was born ready.
I'm
All
probably
right.
100 beats per minute right now.
I'm locked
you ready,
in, dude.
Tyler?
That's crazy.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Just as always, don't take draft advice from a guy like John who drafts Miles Sanders. You would never pick a running back that John's trying to pick, including somebody like Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary is not even a guy that you drafted, first of all. He's a guy that you pick up on waivers because Dameon Pierce has been hurt for 4 weeks. He goes and steps into a hyper-efficient Houston offense that doesn't really need a running back. So, of course, the best pick is Rashad White. Rashad White's ADP was RB26. He gets 100% of the goal line carries for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and has been the RB6 on the season. This guy has had an RB1 finish. He's finished within the top 15 6 times. And this is a guy that you're getting, again, at a mid-round ADP. So it's a no-brainer for me that Rashad White is the better pick for an underrated running back. Even to this day, people are not considering him on rosters,
2,
and his projections are in the 12 and 13s.
done.
Jake, just to clarify, what's the exact wordage of the question again?
The exact wordage of the question is: pick an underrated running back from the current season and make an argument for why they are the most underrated and deserve more recognition. Okay. 30 seconds, Johnny. You ready here?
Yeah, when I start talking, just hit it.
Hold on. All right. I'm ready to go when you are.
Here's the thing. Everybody expected Rachaad White to get the volume and be good. Of course he's going to get the goal line work. He's the only guy on the team to get the goal line work. What are they going to do? Otherwise throw it to Cade Otton. Literally, that's the only other decision. Devin Singletary wasn't expected to be anything other than literally a depth piece on the Texans. Dameon Pierce was the guy last year. He surprised everybody, yet he's losing all his work to Devin Singletary, and you paid fucking nothing for him. You did have to spend a little bit. I understand he was the RB26, but you got him on your team in the draft. You paid nothing for Devin Singletary, yet he's still out here winning you weeks.
Tyler, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
The argument's not what you pay for a running back, it's how underrated they are. Rachaad White is on a team with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and a heavy pass attack that paid up for Baker Mayfield. Rachaad White was not supposed to be an RB1 this year. He was supposed to be an RB3. Devin Singletary, you're not paying anything for Devin Singletary because he's not even on. It's not even in the realm of what you want in a running back. He can't be underrated if nobody thinks of him in the first place. Rachaad White is exceeding expectations at every single level and is hyper efficient.
Talk about something you don't want in a running back.
Hey,
This
whoa,
man,
whoa.
you got to be ready, Jake. You got to be ready.
You just started firing. You didn't.
I was ready to go. I'm ready to go.
All right. Ready? I'm going to count you in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tyler's talking about somebody that you don't want as a running back. I think I want a guy that gets 30 attempts a game. 30 attempts, 22 and 6 because Dameon Pierce was back last week. He's going to be gone. He's literally losing work to Devin Singletary. This man is 26, but also he wasn't supposed to be good. Okay, I don't really want Rachaad White. He got 9 carries against San Francisco and then 15. Okay, I don't expect him to do anything against Carolina. He's going to suck. But you got Devin Singletary, man. This guy, again, you paid nothing for him.
Done.
Nothing. But he's going to win you weeks in the playoffs.
You're done. All right, Tyler. Closing statement here.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I cannot overstate how much you do not want to rely on Devin Singletary, a man who, as John just admitted, had 6 carries last week and finished well outside the top 15, even though he was in 80% of the snaps. Houston is a passing offense. You do not want Devin Singletary. Rachaad White is criminally underrated. He is RB6, and I guarantee if I asked you both who was RB6 tonight, you never would have guessed Rachaad White. There's no way in a million years. So for that reason, he is the most underrated. I don't even need the last 5 seconds. John
perfect.
sucks.
Yeah, you literally came in at 1 second. I just paused it.
John sucks. Wow, that's your closing statement. John sucks.
Yeah.
That was a tough one, guys, here. You know, John, I thought that you chose a left field suggestion. I really thought that Devin Singletary, I was like, okay, Devin Singletary. Tyler, when Rachaad White came out, I was like, where the fuck does Rachaad White rank? So, really, I think in looking at the evidence that was presented, the really final swaying piece for me was what Tyler said, which was if I had asked you who is running back 6 on the season, I never would have said Rachaad White. I had no idea until I looked him up when Tyler put him in the chat. So I got to give it to Tyler. I think in the spirit of the question, he's the most underrated. Devin Singletary, it's clear that he's not the guy when Dameon Pierce is healthy, and that's unfortunate because he looked a lot better than Dameon Pierce, but Rachaad White really nailed the question, and I think that's the kind of guy we're talking about here, mid-round running back that people undervalued, that, I mean, he's showing up. He's showing up as much as you can want any mid-round running back to show up for. So, Tyler, that points to you.
God bless.
And are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
I have a few things to say, but okay.
Go ahead, John. Air your grievances.
Air your grievances.
No, I don't think, but you're failing to mention Devin Singletary was not expected to do anything, yet he's out here as the fucking RB. He's a top 35 running back where he literally didn't get any carries until week 10. Any carries until week 10. And literally he saw 82% of the snaps last week, but they had to throw the ball against Jacksonville and they lost. That's why. So it is what it is. He
had no carries until week 10.
Rachaad White was just
he had 7 carries in week 1.
But it got 30 in week 10. Like he wasn't the guy until Dameon Pierce got hurt.
Oh my
I'm
god.
saying he's
I
underrated.
don't know.
He's a week winning guy when he's the only guy in the backfield. That's what
He's
I'm
a
trying to say.
question,
2
but
weeks
for
winning
me-
guy.
For me,
3.
the question wasn't who's the best value. It was the most underrated, and I feel that
I
Tyler's
feel like that goes
argument.
hand in hand.
I don't necessarily think so.
I think it
Because
does.
best value, it's like, yeah, you could get guys like Puka, best value, but is he really underrated at this point? I don't think he's underrated. I just think he was a
Definitely.
great value.
Well, he wasn't even being rated going into the season is what I'm saying. And now you'd be like, okay, I want Devin Singletary on my team. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. With Dameon Pierce, I guess maybe.
Yeah, you
Rashad
wanna
White got
drop Dameon
drafted
Pierce right now.
behind Rashad White got drafted behind Miles Sanders
Okay.
and is a plug and play starter every single week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John,
that's
it's
great.
it's just a tough look because I mean, like Rashad White has just looked so good. RB6. I mean, that's tough to argue with for a guy you're drafting in the mid rounds.
Okay.
I mean,
Whatever.
you could have taken 3 stud wide receivers and still had the RB6. That's pretty great. I think that Rashad White just more fit the parameters of the question.
Fine.
So
on.
Tyler wins that round. We're ready for the next round. How are we feeling? Everybody feeling gassed up? Everybody feeling excited?
Like a fat
Angry.
W on the second one.
I'm
right
pissed.
All right, pissed and angry. All right, you ready?
Yep.
So
I was going to
Tyler's
start
up.
this one.
Tyler starts this one because he did defer.
Yep.
Okay. If you had to start an entire NFL team in PPR fantasy football, which team would you start?
Oh, I'd have to type it.
Yep. Go ahead and put it in the chat.
I got to think about that. Give me a second.
That was so easy. No offense.
Entire NFL team in PPR format. Okay, I'm gonna.
All right, yeah. These are 2 of the teams I imagined. So Tyler's going with Miami, and John's going with San Francisco. The other one I thought might come up is the Eagles, but
I was gonna say the only one that I thought of was the Bucks, but not the entire. I don't want that entire team.
I thought Eagles, and I also thought the Cowboys, because they throw a lot to tight ends, but they spread it around, and I mean everybody gets work there, and you never know who's gonna have a crazy game. But yep. So Tyler has Miami, and John has San Francisco. Tyler, you are up first with a minute opening argument. Are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
So when you want points, you want the Miami Dolphins. And in what week would this have been? 2 months ago? Let's call it week 5. If you'd started the entire Miami Dolphins fantasy team in half PPR, you would have had 185 points. That's not even full PPR. You have Tua Tagovailoa, who is QB 12 on the season, which sounds underwhelming, but is consistently getting 20 points a week. You have 2 of the best wide receivers in fantasy football, the best wide receiver in fantasy football, Tyreek Hill, who will score you 40-point weeks. You have Jalen Waddle, who is the wide receiver 1 on most fantasy teams. You don't need a tight end because you're just rolling out heavy wide receivers all the time. You could roll out Durham Smythe and still get 10 points. It's not going to matter. Even the kicker, Jason Sanders, has been absolutely lights out and is scoring, 10, 12 points in any given week. So to me, this is a no-brainer.
2,
Wide receivers are elite, better than any
1.
other team.
Okay. John, are you ready for your 1 minute opening argument?
Just give me 1 second here. I'm thinking. I'm breathing. I'm taking
Let
deep
this
breaths.
man cook.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're talking about an entire team here. I think there's a lot of players on Miami that you'd want to start, but all of them, I don't think so. I think that the position you're missing here is tight end. Durham Smythe is probably available in most dynasty leagues. I want to start George Kittle on a given week. Is he spotty? Yes, but he's going to put up 30 points in the playoffs. That's what's going to happen for you. You got Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. These guys are getting carries and targets, and you have the RB1 of the last fucking 6 seasons, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, I can't say enough about the PPR threat of every single player on this team. If you could start all of them, you probably win your matchup because one of these guys will go off on any given week, if not 2 of them. So I'd be happy to start the entire San Francisco 49ers on any given week. It's mainly because you have Christian McCaffrey, the best PPR running back in the NFL. Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, they're averaging 10 targets a week, each of them. And then you have George Kittle. So if we're talking about the entire roster, it's the 49ers.
Okay. Tyler, are you prepared for your 30-second rebuttal?
Of course I am.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
This man just admitted that George Kittle is spotty. Spotty doesn't even begin to describe it. He's the most boomer bust tight end in the entire league. Ayuk and Deebo are not even on the same level as Tyreek and Waddle. Ayuk, what does Ayuk finish at? God, I'm going to take the time to look it up because I care that much. Wide receiver 16. Waddle is 17. Tyreek Hill's number 1. It's not even close. Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane, before he got injured, they're scoring 40 points each in a game against Denver. You cannot compete with that.
2,
you need to start
1,
a flex too, man. Come on.
go. John, are you prepared for your 30-second rebuttal?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
The difference here is we're talking receptions, PPR. Mostert, we know what his average reception is? 1. This man doesn't get receptions. Christian McCaffrey, dude, he's getting between 5 and 10 receptions a game. Okay, it's a PPR league. We're not talking about standard format by any means. It's PPR. I want to have the San Francisco 49ers on my team if I want to get PPR fantasy points. That's the question we're trying to argue. And Mostert and Achane are not those guys. Neither of them are PPR threats whatsoever.
Ooh, okay, Tyler, you ready for your 30-second closing statement?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
It doesn't matter if neither of them are PPR threats when they score touchdowns every single drive. The problem with the 49ers is that one guy is going to blow up from that team and nobody else is. Show me a game where across the board consistently, everybody on that team has higher than 10 points. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist. Both of these running backs are lights out when they're healthy. The best wide receiver in football, the best passing accuracy quarterback in the NFL right now in Tua Tagovailoa. It's not even close, John. I'm sorry.
Okay. John, are you ready for your 30-second closing argument? 3, 2, 1, go.
You're asking for a game where all of them got 10 points, week 11 and 12. I mean, literally, it happens every single week. All of these guys are fantasy irrelevant. You can't say that for the Miami Dolphins. You really can't. Not for everybody, but you can for the 49ers. You can. They're the most fantasy relevant team in the NFL. The RB1, Deebo Samuel, Ayuk, they're wide receiver 2s. Yes. George Kittle, the tight end 3. Where's Durham Smythe? Probably in the 30s. He's definitely behind Kyle Pitts. I'll tell you that with an absolute fact. Okay? PPR, you want the 49ers.
John, that was a tough look mentioning Kyle Pitts in an argument against Miami.
Hey, man, it is what it is. Talking about the full team here. The full team.
That was a tough one.
You got to start a flex.
Got to start a flex. I don't know. That's a tough one. Part of me wants to give it to John because I really like the rest of my questions, but the other part of me realizes that was an absolute crushing argument from Tyler. And
how? How, dude? I literally nailed down every single rebuttal he made. I answered every single rebuttal. Everything he said, I found a rebuttal for that. So I don't know what you're saying.
I think Tyler also had an answer for everything you had to say. I mean, he made a pretty good point in flex. Who you starting in flex? Kyle Juszczyk?
What are you talking about, dude? In flex?
Yeah, you start an entire fantasy football roster. Who you starting in flex?
Who is Tyler starting in flex? Fucking Chosen Anderson?
One of the other running backs.
He's hurt.
What?
He's not playing right now. I'll tell you that right now.
I
Not.
I don't know. If I'm starting a fantasy football roster, I'm going to have to go with Miami, and Tyler made solid arguments. I came into it unbiased.
Okay.
Thought San Francisco was a good shot, but I'm going to leave it open to Tyler. If Tyler would like to allow you the opportunity to take the next 2 questions, tie it up, and go for a 5th question, I'm prepared to do that.
I don't think you gave enough reasons why Tyler deserved to win that one.
I can go.
All
I
you
mean,
said
I can
was
go
he
more
had
into.
rebuttals. That's all
I
you
can
said.
go, that was your argument. I'm saying Tyler's reasoning was sound. You saying you have absolutely stud wide receivers and a running back core that absolutely, to me, matches Christian McCaffrey, and that makes up for the lack of a tight end. Your tight end is boom or bust, and I would rather start Tua over Brock Purdy. And I think that there's more depth on the Dolphins team for players I would want to start. Who's starting behind Ayuk? It's Jennings. What's his name?
Jennings and Ray McLeod.
Yeah. So
Studs.
It's not like there's anybody
not that Chosen
starting.
Anderson's great.
You're talking about the guy starting behind Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Nobody.
but
Probably
I would.
worse
I
options.
mean,
Braxton Berrios.
don't talk shit about Braxton Berrios.
I'm just saying that's the other option.
This is really a tough one here.
I don't think Tyler made a good enough argument to win that. I'm being honest.
I know you.
I don't think you made a good enough argument. for
I
that.
rebuttal
How about
every
that?
single thing you said. I had a rebuttal for. Like,
And I had a rebuttal for you. That's how arguments work.
That's how it goes. Unfortunately, I agree with Tyler that's the roster I'd rather start. And
that's not what you need to make
I came into it unbiased, saying, okay, if John can make a better argument.
It's not whether you agree with Tyler, it's whether you think his argument was better.
That's what I said. I said I came into it unbiased and agreed that if John can make a better argument for his team, that I would agree with yours. But I just feel like Tyler made a really solid argument that the lack of a tight end in Miami does not matter when you have 2 stud wide receivers and a crazy run game. And to me, the wide receivers on the 49ers just don't beat out the Miami Dolphins wide receivers, and the quarterback play is better from Tua, and really, Christian McCaffrey was really the major focal point of your argument. And I just think with how crazy that run game has been with anybody who steps into it, it's kind of a tough argument.
You're not even mentioning the PPR though. It was a PPR argument. That was the main.
PPR.
Literally, his
Tyreek
running
Hill.
backs don't get
It
any
doesn't
PPR.
matter. They get 2
His running backs
touchdowns a
get
game.
The whole team.
I said that. You don't need receptions.
So does Christian McCaffrey.
You're right, but at the same time, it's they're getting more points, and that was a point Tyler made, and there's really
they're actually not, because Christian
Don't
McCaffrey's
let John bully you into the decision here.
The RB1, so they're not getting more points.
All right, I'll tell you what, John. 3rd question, all or nothing.
Okay, deal.
All or nothing. This is it.
Yeah.
None of the other things matter.
You're that confident.
This last 3rd.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I love this. I'm glad we get to use the other question. The lightning round question is a real nightmare.
It's
Smythe
is
not a nightmare.
40, by the way.
not a real nightmare. As in, it's not fun. As in, we just won't get there. All right, this is all or nothing. Tyler is being the bigger man here and allowing John the opportunity to steal this.
I mean, I think I earned it. I think I won both arguments, but that's fine.
You're not helping yourself.
I mean, it is what it is.
All right.
Jake's not allowed to factor me being an asshole into his choice.
I'm not factoring it. I'm being unbiased. Tyler made great arguments.
I don't think he did, but it's
okay.
Fine.
All right. Well,
I think he did. He's my friend.
Would you
Oh
like
my
the third
God.
question?
Get out of here.
Would
Do
you like
want
the
the
third
fucking question or
you
not,
want
John?
lose?
Jesus.
I'd like to hear it. Yeah, at some point.
Okay. Name a player from the 2023 or 2022 draft that you feel to be a steal for the value that the player was drafted at. The argument is, what makes that player the best value pick of the last 2 years?
Sorry, to clarify, do you mean value as in...
You mean fantasy draft or
like
the
fantasy
NFL
value or
Correct.
the NFL?
Fantasy value. So
tracking their ADP over 22 and 23.
Tracking their ADP for the last 2 drafts. Who do you feel I'm sorry. This is meant to be rookies. I
Yes.
very much did not clarify this.
Yep.
It is meant to be rookies. Who do you feel is the best value rookie from the last 2 drafts? What makes them the best value pick? That's what you're arguing here. I think Tyler gets to determine who goes first here, as he was very gracious to allow you another opportunity.
I think he would obviously pick me, but that's up to him. I'm gonna pull up the draft because I'm not 100% sure
Yeah,
on
I
like,
do
where
need to
people
look.
were
I gotta be
drafted.
honest.
Yeah,
Like I have a few answers, but like I'm not sure. I don't want to make a decision before I know exactly where they went.
This needs a little. This one I was not prepared. I forgot that we.
This is
now
a good
record
question.
live.
I like
It's a
the
great question. I'm really proud of this one.
Oh, I'm in the wrong league. 1 second. Stand by, listeners. You guys are fine. Everything's fine. This is part of the fun.
It is.
Well, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and go through our draft results.
I'll tell you what. It's not Treylon Burks.
Yeah, that's correct. It is not Treylon Burks. So if you pick Treylon Burks, Tyler wins.
Yep.
So I'll cycle
Oh
through.
my
This is
God.
the 2022 draft. The 101 was Breece Hall. The 102 is Kenneth Walker. The 103 was Treylon Burks. 104 is Drake London.
Who picked Treylon Burks? What an idiot.
What an idiot. 105 is Chris Olave. Decent pick. The 106, real genius here, Garrett Wilson. The 107. Okay, all right. The picks are in. Ooh.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
All right. Going into this completely unbiased.
Got a question here. Tyler picked somebody who was undrafted. You said somebody in the draft.
That's a good point, Tyler.
That seems
Is that
unfair.
not allowed?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rule on people based on the
That seems really unfair. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, how am I supposed to argue against somebody who was not drafted?
For context, listeners, Tyler chose Puka Nacua. Great idea. It's really in the spirit of Tyler to.
Wait.
I don't think he was drafted. No, okay, that's not.
No,
that has nothing to do with it.
It's our fantasy drafts.
We talked about
our
it.
fantasy rookie drafts?
Yes.
Yeah, Tyler.
Fuck me.
Those fantasy.
Oh,
dudes.
that's why I thought you've been looking up this.
Oh my
dude.
God! No, that's not what I've been looking at.
All right,
was just
just for
reading-
that,
just reading
he
it
gets he gets Deuce Vaughn.
Yike-a-roonies.
No,
All
give
right,
him
hold on.
Cedric.
Okay, I'll keep reading through. So 2022, you got Garrett Wilson in the mid round in the first, Sky Moore, James Cook, Jameson Williams, Christian Watson, Trey McBride, a pick that is aging pretty well. George Pickens.
Still went in the first. Eat your own ass,
He's
motherfucker.
trying to give me hints.
Come on.
Rashad White in the 201, a Mac Robson steal. And then David Bell. I just realized I said Mac's full name on the podcast.
It's fine.
And then David Bell, Dameon Pierce, Jahan Dotson, Isaiah Spiller, Tyler Algier, John Mechie. Wonder where he's been. Didn't he come back?
He had cancer.
Yeah, I know he had fucking leukemia, John.
Okay.
I'm asking where has he been this year? Because that team has
he's
been
behind Tank
unbelievable.
Dell and Nico Collins and fucking Dalton Schultz. That's where
That's
he's
a
been.
bummer because I thought he's been. I mean, he's supposed to be pretty good. Jalen Tolbert, Wan'Dale Robinson.
I
Okay.
got it.
Ooh, Tyler with the double hitter on Rashad White.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
We have
That's
Rashad
so
White
fun.
and CJ Stroud. Okay.
What the
Right. So, Tyler, would you like John to go first?
Yes,
call.
I would. I would love for John to go first.
All right. John, you've chosen CJ Stroud. Are you prepared for your 1 minute opening?
I'm trying to get the fucking stats to come up here, but it's not working. Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Talk about value. Okay, Logan drafted this man late in the second round of our 2023 draft. Okay, on the Texans, a team that's been bad for pretty much the entirety of their, NFL tenure. CJ Stroud is the QB6. This man has won you weeks. He kicks my ass in week 9 and put up 41 points. He has quite literally been one of the best rookies of all time. And I think that he's one of the best, the best values of any rookie player, just purely because you were not expecting to get a QB this good. You really, really weren't. Okay. He's the QB6. You got him off waivers. Nobody drafted him in redraft. I mean, this man, it's impossible not to start him. He's been blowing people away. Not only is he he might get rookie of the year, but he might get NFL MVP. And that's probably the first time that's ever happened. I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's ever happened since
5,
before
4,
the Super Bowl era.
3,
He's been absolutely
2,
incredible.
1. Okay. All right. Tyler,
Mhm.
are you prepared for your 1 minute argument?
Always.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
When we're talking about value and quarterbacks in the rookie draft, quarterbacks don't normally get taken until mid-late second round. So that's about exactly where CJ Stroud should have gotten taken. And that's where Logan took him. If you're looking at a rookie draft and you're looking at the 101, you're saying, okay, this is a guy who I want to be my RB1 for the next 3 to 4 years. In the 2022 draft class, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, and James Cook all got taken before Rashad White. You know who else got taken before Rashad White? Is bum-ass George Pickens that John picked at the 112.
Okay.
Tell me you wouldn't want to have Rashad White instead. Rashad White, I'm going to sound like a broken record, RB6 this year. He has absolutely devastating volume, goal line carries on a team that needs him desperately. He's hyper efficient and is just criminally good value at the 201. I don't understand how you get any better than the RB6 on the
4,
season at the 201.
3, 2,
Like later than George Pickens. Are you
1.
kidding me?
Done. Okay, John.
Could I hear the question one more time?
Yep. The question is, name a player from the 2023 or 2022 draft that you feel to be a steal for the value that the player was drafted at. What makes them the best value pick of the last 2 years? Are you ready for your 30-second rebuttal?
Not really.
Okay.
It's so stressful.
3,
Um,
2, 1, go.
I understand Rashad White has been good, but if you're talking about a guy that can lead your team for a decade or more, it's the quarterback position. I have Jalen Hurts. He's not going fucking anywhere. CJ Stroud, you got him late second, almost the third round, and you can have this guy leading your team for a decade to come, and you paid nothing for him. Do you know what Connor paid for him? Whoever traded with Logan, he
2,
paid Zach Charbonnet.
1,
Who
go.
cares? No,
Done.
Zach Charbonnet's gonna be nothing.
Done. Okay.
Such a relaxing jingle.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay. All right, Tyler, are you ready for your 30-second rebuttal?
Yes, I am.
3, 2, 1, go.
Drafting a QB, of course, they're going to be more reliable and start more games. But we're not talking about the position itself. We're talking about the best value. Rashad White is an RB1 at the 201. He is finishing this year better than Bijan Robinson. You know where Bijan Robinson got drafted, John? The 101. I would rather have Rashad White from last year, 2 years ago, at the 201 than I would the 101 of this year on my dynasty team.
5.
It's not even
4,
close for me. It's
3,
the running back position. It's the
2,
most important in
1.
fantasy football.
Okay. John, are you ready for your 30-second closing argument?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
The running back position is dispensable. Regardless of what league format you're in, you're going to have that guy for 4 to 5 years, and then he's gone. You have to rotate them in and out. The quarterback position is what is not dispensable. You need to have that guy helming your team for years to come. Bryce Young came first. Anthony Richardson went to 104. Where are they? Not around. Bryce Young's the QB fucking 26, and Anthony Richardson is basically dead on the street somewhere. CJ Stroud is the QB6. Nobody expected that. You took him late in the second round, and he has been absolutely killing. He's probably the best rookie QB right now, you could argue, of all time.
Sorry I missed your countdown after you said Anthony Richardson was dead on the street. I really fell out a little bit.
He essentially is.
That was out of pocket.
He got
dude. Come
concussions.
on.
That was way fucking out of pocket. He looked really good before he got out.
Yeah, but he's not doing great for fantasy at the moment.
I guess, John. All right, Tyler, your 30-second closing statement. Are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't really need this last 30 seconds. I just want to take the opportunity to slam on John that he took George Pickens instead of Rachaad White.
That's fucking awesome.
And yeah, I mean, you talk about somebody who's dead on the street. Talk about Ken Walker, Breece Hall, the 101 of that draft when you could have had Rachaad White at the 201. You're supposed to take quarterbacks in the second round of a rookie draft. That's how it works. It's not a valuable position. I could trade tomorrow. I could pick up a guy on waivers at quarterback that finishes within 5 points of CJ Stroud. It's not close for me.
You're all done. Okay.
That's not true. In Dynasty, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
We
it wasn't a
literally
great
just
point. It
talked
wasn't
about
a
who's
great point
available on
there.
waivers. Nobody.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking more redraft, not dynasty.
Okay. We just talked about how, what's his name?
That was the only thing that I said the whole time. though.
That wasn't a great point, but I think that Tyler's made some good
Oh,
points.
God.
John, you made some really good points with CJ Stroud. I think the draft pick of 211, that was really good.
It's a late. It's the only quarterback taken after that point, I think.
No, Will Levis comes after him.
Oh, he's getting 6 points a game.
Okay. I think that your argument about RBs being dispensable really was the final nail in the coffin for your argument. I think that Tyler made a really good point, being that where quarterbacks are going is where CJ Stroud was taken. It was anybody's guess on who was going to be the best quarterback between Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Will
Anthony
Levis.
Richardson.
Richardson went literally like 15 picks before him.
That's because Frank was hyper desperate. No,
yeah,
That's true. He would have gone in the first round, mid-first round, no matter what.
Disagree.
That's Tyler, you fucking come on,
dude. You can look up rookie ADPs. I don't think Anthony Richardson goes at the 104 in
Anthony
everybody's
Richardson
drafts.
he was not the 104, but he was
the 104 in this draft.
He was the first QB. Yeah, he was the first QB off the board, but that was because Frank took him there. It wasn't.
Bryce Young
that's
went
not
2-4, like on a terrible offense, and then you took Bryce Young at 2-4 on the.
That's hindsight bias. But
no, it's not, because the Texans are also on a terrible offense.
No, they're not.
Hindsight bias.
No, not now. That's hindsight bias, Tyler. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, this guy.
Oh my god, what, bro?
I'm just saying.
Literally,
Ron, your argument. A lot of your argument hinged on saying that running backs are dispensable.
They are.
You need a QB to helm your team. But the realistic part of it is that the minute that his rookie season started, his value started to increase. CJ Stroud is still only you're getting guys that are comparable for less value, which you are not getting with Rachaad White right now. So I think that Rachaad White was the far better value at the 201 versus CJ Stroud, who you could replace
based on Tyler's argument.
Guys like, yes, Tyler said all those things that I'm basing this off of. I told you exactly what killed your argument for me, which was saying that the running back position is replaceable.
It is,
because it is very much not. The teams that are doing the best in our leagues right now, are the ones with the serious running backs. And QB position is one of the most replaceable. There are 32 serious startable quarterbacks in any given league, and I think that, just trying to make that argument and hinge it on that when Tyler's got the RB6 that was picked in the 201 over 3 other serious RB options that he's beating out right now. I think, to me, that makes it the best value pick of the last 2 years. And I gotta give it to Tyler.
You should trade for Rachaad White.
The irony of that is that was my pick, and I traded back because I didn't know who I was going to take. So Mac ended up picking Rachaad White.
Damn.
No, I thought I gave that pick to Mac.
Or did you get?
Dude, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That 201, I think, was my pick.
No, I had your 201 because I remember I remember he traded to me. It was for something stupid. Like, I did not get what I should have, and then I realized I was like, oh fuck, that's Rachaad White. Like,
yeah. What did I get out of that draft? Somebody bad. It wasn't good.
Do you guys want to hear the lightning round question? We're not really going to be able to do it because I forgot that we're not.
Sorry. Just because I feel like talking about this. I had the 204 and 205. I took Jahan Dotson and Isaiah Spiller, if that tells you anything.
Ooh.
That's why I'm like 212. Or no, I'm sorry. 2-1.
Snake draft. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. He was basically a first-round pick. I don't see that. as
Yeah,
being
that
much
one.
of fucking
2022 was a
value.
snake draft because our league was
Jesus
not great.
Christ.
But
John's still salty.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
Well,
I
do
expect
you
to
guys
lose
want
0 for 3. That's kind of BS if you ask me. But it's
John? I gave you such. I gave you.
I didn't even understand the fucking prompt, John. You picked CJ Stroud before me.
Yeah, you did kind of fire CJ Stroud out there. Like,
not
you had
really. I heard the prompt and I found CJ Stroud. Who's
I know,
picked at
that's what I'm saying.
210.
Is you
Like,
had
that's
you had oodles of time.
Yeah. I don't know. There were some tough calls, dude. Even looking back, fucking Devin Singletary versus Rashad White, and then Miami versus San Francisco. Tyler just crushed you in those.
what the fuck? Okay, I can't wait to see what other people think because I completely just fucking agree. But it's fine.
I got bad
It's
news
fine.
for you,
I think
John.
I don't think you could be moderator anymore. You're too biased. You're way too biased.
That's a
Jake.
really good way to win, actually, is to fucking talk shit to the moderator.
I think
Yeah,
he's way too biased. Like, no matter what, he was going for Tyler the whole time.
Oh
what it
my
That's
felt
not
like.
even true.
That's what it felt like.
That's not even true.
I don't know.
John, at several points was like, man, I hope John says something that I can give him the win on this so we can continue the segment.
Well,
Damn,
I felt like I
brother.
did, but it's fine. It's all good.
All right. Do you want to hear the lightning round? Because it is wicked fun, but
Yes.
we really don't have
Sure.
the time, especially given how much we
We're
need
actually
to do
doing
off
okay
air.
on time, honestly.
If you had to create an NFL team from scratch and come up with their mascot and team name, tell us what
That's
you would come
fun.
up with and why this would inspire confidence in potential fans' hearts.
I love that.
An NFL mascot and team. Okay, so assuming that the mascot is also the team name, maybe.
Well, I mean, it's up to you.
Can you give Tyler and
I
I
already got
both a
mine.
random city that we have to base it off of?
I already got mine, dude. It's easy.
If you can pick you can either pick your city or I can give you a random city.
It's the
I'm-
Lawrence Carjackers for sure. It's not even close.
Okay, I got mine.
No?
The Miami Panhandlers.
There you go.
I like how you both took that as an opportunity to take a jab at like underprivileged cities with the fucking
Okay, I'll go
crime
Pompano
problems.
Pompano Beach Panhandlers. Is mine.
Yeah, that's better. There you go. That was the problem.
Oh, yes, yes.
That city's probably
That was not the spirit of the question.
To
No, that's
inspire
pretty good.
confidence and make everybody happy.
yeah. Everybody can relate to these.
We're gonna
honestly.
nickel and dime the enemy to death. That's John's slogan.
Panhandlers.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want us to actually argue those points or not? Really?
No, it's a fun one, but it would take way too
No,
much time.
I like that. That's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. See, those are both great answers.
We
How
should
you
do that
pick?
in the off season. Like that should be just a bit we all prepare for.
Yeah,
We gotta
We're
make
all
a
come up with
logo and
new
stuff.
Yep.
we have to make
That
a
would be
keynote
awesome.
I'd
presentation.
blow you guys out of the water. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, I can't do fucking graphic design. I'd probably make it in like Adobe Spark or something and just have it generate one for me.
Microsoft Paint. It's just a stick figure with a gun.
It would
and a
look like that girl,
boxcar.
that TikToker that made like the Detroit Lions logo.
Oh.
You seen
Oh,
her?
that person
Jake-
does like legit work. She does like redesigns of
Did
logos.
you see the
Those are
redesign
sick.
for the Pats logo? That was
That's a different
Yeah,
person.
that was hard.
That's a
bro.
that
different
was hard as
person.
fuck. Okay. We didn't even talk matchups, dude.
Yeah, we're getting there. I'm just a little bit fucking pissed off right now, but it is what it is.
Oh.
I did not expect
Whoa, is
that.
John.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
This guy stinks.
You know what? It's crazy because I love Tyler. Don't like Tyler right now.
I mean, it's a
But,
good job.
Here
Yep.
we go. Let's why don't we if you like the segment, let us know, please. Honestly, please, for the love of God, reach out to us, DM us,
This
be like,
segment
hey,
fucking
do you want Jake
sucks.
to be the fucking moderator? No? Okay.
John, I've
Talking matchups.
heard a lot of complaints about you as a matchup or as a
As a fighter?
yeah.
As a host? As a what?
Saying I've heard a lot of complaints about you as a. Well, actually, I've heard the complaints are more about Tyler's refereeing.
I think he did a great job.
Really?
No, and being biased to you, John.
He wasn't at all.
Mm,
It's a
I'd have to
really
listen
hard
back
job to have.
genuinely. It is a hard job.
I've never done it. I would love to do it, and maybe I'll understand where you're coming from now. If I've been in your
I
shoes.
can tell you for certainty, you would absolutely. You'd be such a pain in the ass if I was part of that fight.
No, here's the thing. Oh man, maybe I would. I don't know. Here's the thing.
Yeah, you would.
Definitely
I would try my darnest because I know you guys are both give legitimate arguments that are good and true. But God, Tyler's so handsome. See, look at that. Look at his face. We'd have to do it with no cameras on.
I gotta do my
I'll come in like
Sigma.
Regardless,
hold on.
why don't we talk some matchups here, everybody? Coming up, week 13. Week 13.
Make or break.
Crazy.
Make or
Make
break.
or break. Why don't we
Big
start
week.
with the league that I don't feel very, very confident with, the league of record.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say every league.
Okay.
No, sorry. Okay, I'm done.
No, this is just the shit on John episode of the podcast.
We're done fantasy fighting. I'm sorry.
Isn't that Fantasy Fights is over? We already did that, Tyler.
I know.
Okay. All right, just making sure. Yeah, so let's see. Are any of us playing each other this week? No.
No.
Wow. Jake, let's go with you. It's Beat Dane week.
It's beat Dane week in the league of record, and lucky for me, Dane is running out of options, and I need to beat him for.
Etienne and Pollard. Not bad.
He's got Etienne and Pollard, but the
Ooh, it
rest
is
of
bye
his,
week. Bye
that's what I'm
popular
saying.
demand.
He's got a tough looking bye week. Right now, his options. Tyler's making roster moves.
Don't look.
Really?
Yeah, right now, he has Fields, Hawkinson, and DJ Moore on bye, as well as Josh Dobbs, Alexander Madison on bye. His current options for his flex position are DeAndre Hopkins, Jaden Reed, who has looked really nice in the last few weeks.
Jaden Reed has looked pretty fresh.
He has looked pretty nice, but he played Pittsburgh, Chargers, Detroit.
Oh, wow. He's
and
been
then
very
Kansas
good.
City. And Kansas City to me is a much tougher matchup. And he scored a touchdown in all 3 of the last weeks, which I mean makes sense.
2 of the last 3, yes.
No. He scored a rushing touchdown. The one he didn't score a receiving touchdown.
Oh, did he really?
Yep. So
Oh,
and then DeAndre Hopkins doesn't inspire a ton of confidence in me. Where I do have Justin Jefferson and James Cook on bye, which is not great, but
Jalen Reed has a nice schedule coming up. The Giants, Tampa
but
Bay,
not this
Carolina, Minnesota. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Not this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is play a little keep away from Dane. I'm going to drop the Denver Broncos because they play in Houston this week anyway.
Oh, this is live.
This is live. Yeah.
I'm playing keep away as well. You guys will see in a second.
And then I'm holding on to the Philadelphia Eagles right now because in 15, 16, 17, they play Seattle, Giants, Arizona.
Can we talk about real quick how Peter?
Yeah, I was going to get to that. I was
What
going to
the
wait until
fuck?
Jake was
Listen,
done.
Peter, I'm sorry, the champ. Congrats, you won. This man didn't do waivers. He could have gotten Zach Moss. He could have gotten Zach Moss. Didn't. How much do you want to bet that he doesn't even take Jonathan Taylor out of his lineup this week?
Even better than that. So for audio listeners, Peter has Jonathan Taylor in his lineup with an empty RB spot above him. So you would say, oh, okay, there's probably some running backs on his bench. He has doubtful Kenneth Walker, and that's it. He does not have a running back.
Latavius Murray, though. Oh,
no,
wait.
No.
He's on bye.
Yeah. There's not a single running back on his roster that is going to play football this week. So what I did is I dropped a backup running back that I had on bye, Ty Chandler, and picked up Samaje Perine, who is I think maybe the only startable running back left on waivers.
Who else is on? He has to find 2 people on waivers.
He has to start either Kenny Gainwell and Miles Sanders or Dearness Johnson and Jaleel McLaughlin.
He could start Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
He could start Elijah Mitchell with a hope and a prayer.
So
Peter's going to lose.
I'm pretty cool with that. Oh, if I lose, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, as we were speaking, Taysom Hill and Tyler Higbee. So Dane is going to have to end up starting Chig or Hunter Henry or Johnny Smith.
Hunter Henry was great for the first 2 weeks of the season.
He does have K. Dotton on his bench.
Yeah, that's not who I want to start. That's fine with me. He can start
honestly,
K. Dotton.
Careful what you wish for, dude.
K. Dotton.
He's been somewhat okay.
23, 2 touchdowns in week 7.
Yeah, against Houston.
He's got a low floor, but he could have 4 or 5 catches.
Yeah, he needed 2 touchdowns. I am not worried about K. Dotton. That is completely fine with me. He can start K. Dotton. I'd much rather he do that than start Hill or Higbee. The ceiling of Hill is like a 30-point game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And the ceiling of Tyler Higbee, as we've seen previously, is also like a 30-point game.
Does this say a
which is
lot
just
about
why-
your bench, though? Is that the fact that you have the roster space to pick up these guys just to spite Dane?
No, I don't think so.
Because you're rostering 2 defenses. You're rostering Jeff Wilson, who, I mean, if H.N. comes back, he basically would probably be dropped to the practice squad.
I
And
just
then you
dropped
have
Jeff Wilson.
Tyler Higbee.
I just
Oh.
dropped Jeff Wilson.
He still shows up here for some reason.
Yeah.
Regardless, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting, Jake.
I mean, I'm rostering 2 fantastic defenses.
Okay.
I'm rostering the Jets defense 8 on the season. And I'm rostering Philadelphia defense, who has arguably the best playoff schedule, playing Seattle, Giants, and Arizona.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, you're doing the same thing in our other league too. You're just like stacking the defenses, hoping that gets you wins. Also, that league, our other redraft league, is like a defense premium league for it's ridiculous. Defense and kicker premium. I'm quitting that league. But Tyler, we already talked about it kind of, but
Yeah, we did a little bit. Peter doesn't have a running back, so he's either going to start none or pick up the only 2 that he can off waivers. I have David Montgomery, who's questionable, which is making me a little nervous because I was talking shit about Peter, but if he goes down, I'm going to have to start like Kareem Hunt
at least you have your guy.
or like Tyler Algier maybe. But yeah, I got my guy Rashad White. That's why he popped in mind.
the
So,
boy.
I've
they're
never
playing
hated
Carolina this week.
I've never hated Rashad White more than I do right now.
I believe that.
Yeah.
This is a man who I also got 1 for 1. Not even 1 for 1, 2 for 1. I traded away Hollywood Brown. I got Gus Edwards and Rashad White from Jeff September 19th.
Kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I
And I
remember where I
Hollywood
was.
now.
I remember where I was in the airport in the exact seat because I was so psyched to get Rashad White. I was like, yes.
That's crazy.
So,
Unbelievable.
all about
Yeah.
it. But yeah,
think-
fully healthy, this team is unstoppable. Jalen
Jeff
Hurts,
is only in
David
this
Montgomery.
friggin' league to give you 2 good fucking trades.
You're more than welcome to try to trade with him, Jake, if you want.
Logan
I
is still
hate him.
salty about the AJ Brown trade too. I gave him Aaron Jones and Elijah Mitchell for AJ Brown week 1.
That's crazy because AJ Brown was a steal for him. He had AJ Brown and Jamar Chase, which at the time, I mean, Joe Burrow wasn't healthy week 1, but like
That's
that was an
disgusting though.
insane
That's a
wide receiver room.
ridiculous scheme.
That
Yeah.
is nasty.
Yeah. My matchup, make or break. Make or break. I play Allie this week. I'm not really sure who I'm going to start at running back yet. I got Mostert. I got Zach Moss off waivers.
Zach Moth.
Zach Moss. He's a moth.
Moth to a flame.
I'm kind of waiting to see. I feel like Amari Cooper or Marquise Brown are going to be ruled out before I pick up a defense. So that's what I'm waiting on. But Joe Mixon, do I start him or do I start Jalen Warren, Zach Moss, or Raheem Mostert? Do I put him in for one of those 3 guys? I'm not really sure. I feel like a lot of my players are like marginally different in terms of their value. Like I don't know if Amari Cooper plays, do you put him in over Christian Kirk? I don't know. Like
Amari Cooper might be getting thrown to by Joe Flacco, brother.
which I feel like is a
That's still
better
to me
situation.
sounds better
I-
than Dorian Thompson Robinson.
I don't know. I don't know.
dude. Garrett Wilson was like a wide receiver 1 when Joe Flacco was thrown to him last year.
I
I realized
Amari
Joe Flacco hasn't thrown a
Cooper,
football in like a year now, but like
he gets targets, but it's been really shaky offensive
mean,
production
look,
for the Browns. They've
I
lost
only-
games.
I only hopped in when I heard Joe Flacco slander, but I do actually have to agree with Tyler.
what you just said, Joe Flacco would be better.
Or I'm sorry.
4
I
receptions,
to agree
2
with John.
receptions.
Okay.
I don't want to start fucking Amari Cooper.
Why you 2 receptions? Yeah, that's because he had PJ Walker and Dorian Thompson Robinson. Yeah.
That's what I'm
If Joe-
saying is he doesn't have a fucking quarterback. Joe
If Joe
Flacco in the
Flacco
first week on a
starts-
new offense is not going to be that much better that I'm slam dunking Amari Cooper on my lineup, bro.
Okay, well, I'm not starting Amari Cooper, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Yeah,
that's
don't
that's
do that.
scary. That's scary. Don't do that.
Essentially, I have to win though, but the downside is I also have to go against Tyreek Hill. But I don't really think the rest of his team is that reliable. He's got Swift against San Francisco, Elliott against the Chargers D, which has been pretty good against running backs lately, Metcalf against Dallas. I mean,
This is a boomer bust team for him. Dalton Schultz.
yeah, I think Tyreek Hill could have a great game. I mean, he has every single fucking week. So, like, it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off, but like the rest of his team, I would be surprised if Swift and Metcalf and Dalton Schultz and Pierce especially have a great game against these teams. He's got tough matchups.
I mean,
so,
Pierce is getting 4 or 5 carries a game. So, like, that's almost a dud
yeah,
in itself. So, I agree with you.
he might be better off throwing McKinnon in there and hope for a 2-touchdown performance by chance. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
yeah,
Diggs on a bye is brutal, too.
yeah, I'm getting a little lucky right there.
Oh, that's
like,
super
honestly.
lucky for you. Yeah. Diggs and Tyreek is ridiculous.
Diggs has been spotty lately, though.
Oh, this is Allie's team. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Allie.
Yeah. I keep saying
Um,
he.
So I need to win this, especially against Allie, who has one better.
This is a real. You literally have to win this.
Have to.
If you lose this, it's going to be an uphill battle to like other. If you lose this, you are going to end up needing other people to lose to make playoffs. Whereas
I think they
if you
already
win
need
this,
that to happen.
no,
like-
I don't think necessarily. Like if you win this and win next week, you make playoffs.
Not
Whereas if
necessarily-
you
well, you're right,
lose this
right.
one, you're going to need certain people to also lose next week, and you are going to need to win next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And depending
Whereas-
on how the schedule is, it might not favor you. The people above
And
you
you
could
want to
be
know the
playing
worst
each
thing
other.
about next week?
What?
I play Logan,
Huh.
and
What
I
happens to your
have
team? You
Kyler
must have a bunch of
Murray
people on
and
bye.
Sam Howell on bye. Both my quarterbacks are on bye.
Oof.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you really do have to win this week.
Yeah, no, if I don't win this week, my season's over in League of Records. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But moving on here to the Dynasty League. I guess since my team's right here, I'll talk about it. I'm playing Connor. I'm 9-3. He's 7-5. He is on the cusp. He's 5th place right now. There's still a chance he gets knocked out. I mean, there's definitely a possibility here. I know Ben's trying to make some moves, trying to get a running back, even though he traded Jake, both of his.
Hilarious, by the way. Just
He was trying to get Trooper Hubbard off of me, and I was like, why? You had 2 running backs and you got rid of them for picks. What the
I love. No one's gonna do a trade with him because everyone is just so mad at him for making that move.
It was dumb. Like, I don't understand. What's the logic there? He's like, oh, is he playing you this week, Jake? I think he is, right? No, he's not. He's not even playing you. He's playing.
I'm playing Mac
Starlight.
and then
That's
Frank.
I don't understand Ben's logic. I never have. That's kind of why I've taken advantage of him multiple times over the years. But Connor, he has one of the better teams in the league in terms of making a run for the playoffs. Here we are with fucking Rashad White again. Got to go against him. I think Kirk and McLaurin either have an okay week or a bad week. Not worried about a Conquo. Kyron Williams got 40 last week, so I'm a little worried about
Kyron
that.
Williams is an RB1. Gross.
Yeah,
He's
insane.
really good.
Yeah, 38 points last week. That's
200 total yards, and he only had 61% of snaps.
How?
Stupid efficiency. That is just stupid.
It's mind blowing. That's honestly crazy.
He must have just been breaking off big runs left and right.
I'm pretty
man.
sure even Royce Freeman last week, he had not very many carries and he had double-digit points as well. So
Yeah.
that Rams running game is just very efficient.
Crazy.
But yeah, I'm not, again, like Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown every week. They're playing San Francisco is the only downside, but their secondary
And you're
hasn't
gonna have to
been
tune into that San
amazing.
Francisco game. You got Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Brandon Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel
Yeah.
all playing in that.
That's going to be crazy. That's, 60% of my team is playing. I have Jalen Warren and Najee starting right now, but they're both playing Arizona. So that's kind of my reasoning behind that.
I hate that for you.
That's a nightmare. That's a
I also have
nightmare scenario.
What would you start with, Jalen Warren or Chuba?
Chuba's
Ugh.
playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
I would probably start Jalen Warren.
I'd start
Yeah.
thinking about what I'm going to do with my time off in a couple weeks.
Okay. Thanks, Jake. Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, when you're going too wide at Steelers running back and then Ayuk and Debo, which again, I don't hate it, but man, it's stressful because you're like, One of these guys is going to have a good game. The other one's going to get like
Oh yeah, the ceiling
8 to
is
10
not.
points.
Yeah, the ceiling isn't ideal. Like I understand that, but at least you're guaranteeing you're getting all the points from the wide receivers of one of the best teams in the NFL.
Or they could all go to Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle. It just depends on the week. That's why. 49ers
Sure.
scare the hell out of me, man. I don't know.
I mean, but I have two of the best offenses of the NFL on my team. Their best players are on my roster. So
Yeah,
that's what gives me
okay.
the 49ers and the Eagles. I have their best players on my team other than Christian McCaffrey. Sure.
I disagree with the 49ers statement, but okay.
So you think George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey?
I would rather have George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey than Ayuk and Debo. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's go talk about Jake's team who has those players.
I have
Yeah.
George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey. What are we talking about George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey for?
I don't know, Jake. Why don't
Because
we
they're
talk about them?
fantastic. They're great. Everybody loves them.
Sure.
Yep.
You got to play the 2-10 team this week. How's it going to go for you?
I gotta play the 2-10 team this week. Pretty well. I mean, I don't know what you like. He's starting Derek Carr, so that's not great. And
He should have been better this year. What the fuck?
he
Derek
should have
Carr.
been way better, dude. 22 last
Sucks.
season. Yeah. So I saw somebody that comment I was making earlier about how he said he left because they made his wife cry, and it was quote tweeted by a Saints fan that was like, "She better get ready for tears again."
Wow.
Oh boy.
Unreal.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be to me, this is an easy matchup. I don't know. He doesn't have any incentive to win, and he's also got Allen's on bye, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
Allen,
pretty
Davis
big for me.
Murray. I mean, there's a lot of Bills on his roster. He's got 4 Bills. Not necessarily all good Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Max obviously not trying to win. So this is another thing about our dynasty league is 60% of our league is trying to lose. So here we are. He's starting. Who was this? Jeremy Ruckert is his starting tight end.
You know it.
That's okay.
What's wrong with Jeremy Rucker, brother?
I don't think there's
put
anything
some
wrong with
respect
him.
on
He's
that
a
name.
good looking guy. I like his haircut.
Put some respect on Jeremy Rucker.
Yeah. He's got what, 10 points on the season?
He had the same amount of catches last week as Amari Cooper.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I don't know why it always has to come down to comparing to John's team, but
No, I just remember
sucks
that because we
eggs.
were just looking at Amari Cooper. I just happen to remember it.
Your team sucks eggs, John.
it's really sad. Okay. So Jake's got the win.
It's gonna be real bad news bears if I don't get that win.
God, I hope you lose. Yeah, because if you lose, you're definitely not getting a bye. I'll tell you that. I mean, all your chances.
I mean,
for a bye
I
are gone.
already would have to win out for the bye, and Tyler would have to lose a game. So
yeah. So, yeah, and you lost to Tyler last week in a
battle of the kickers. I won by Justin Tucker.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
exactly. Justin Tucker.
Wow, and his kicker had a better week than yours. So how's that feel?
He missed a field goal, so he didn't have a better week.
I mean, Jake lost because of Adam Thielen, so that's pretty much where we're at.
I really
George
did.
Kittle.
I mean,
and Devontae
yeah,
Adams.
George Kittle was a big. I mean, George Kittle was the killer. And
oh my God, and Saquon, Jesus.
Saquon.
Yeah,
I mean, really, there was a lot of moves I should have made differently.
Goodness.
If Tua had a normal game, I mean, there was a lot of stuff where it's just that was a down week for me, and it was just a generally okay week for
generally
Tyler,
mediocre week for me. Yeah,
it was just generally really.
I started
that's all
Taysom
it was.
Hill.
For 8 points, that's better than fucking Kyle Pitts has gotten all season.
Yeah,
and he lost a fumble.
And he fumbled. Yeah.
What about you, Tyler? You're playing. Let's see. You are playing Troy. He's 4-8. Wow, that's actually
the Houston Texans.
Very impressive for him.
Talk about a team that you just start as your fantasy team. Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Despite all odds, actually not bad.
I should have made that argument over the 49ers.
I mean, that's definitely a fun one. I don't think I would choose him over the 49ers.
Just
but
1, 2, 3.
I would have
respected 5 Houston Texans starting.
He needs to trade for Tank Dell is what he needs to do.
Yeah, he does.
Houston is playing.
His opening bit should be, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
They're playing at home. They've been electric at home. Playing against Denver, who's been kind of shaky. So this is not like a walk in the park. I'm nervous that CJ Stroud's going to like a 40-pointer. Nico Collins. He is Nico Collins, right? Who does he have?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
Collins and Robert Woods
Collins
and
and
Dalton
I'm
Schultz.
I'm not crazy worried about Robert Woods, but Nico Collins could have an absolute blow up game.
Schultz. I mean, Schultz is.
He has 3 of their 4 pass catchers. I mean, yeah, Schultz could either be good or really, really bad.
Yeah, you need this to be not a crazy game.
I need this to be an average game.
Dude,
Schultz is like 99
like a
cent.
40-point shootout.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that could happen. So depending on the script, I could be done.
Denver's won 5 in a row. This could be a shootout. Like it could, like Jake said, like it.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson just scrambling, getting touchdowns, making him have to throw for it.
Yeah, no, it absolutely could.
Man.
So now I got
dude, if Tyler loses this one and I can win next week,
that'd be insane.
Oh my god. Steal the bye last minute.
I mean, there's a huge chance that happens. Troy's team is the only team that's bad that has been able to actually capitalize on the Texans and get some wins. So
yeah, he's bad good.
Yeah, he's bad good. Exactly.
Yeah, so no, not crazy confident, but Lamar's on bye, so I get to start Trevor Lawrence, who's honestly been playing better too.
He has been better. Yeah.
So
Travis Etienne has not looked great since his bye week.
He's had 1 down game.
Ooh.
Oh no, he's had 2 down games.
3.
But I
really.
mean,
I wouldn't
against
even
San Francisco,
dude,
I wouldn't even call that 9 attempts. That whole team imploded. They put up like 3 points.
Yeah, dude, Houston, for me, come on, 20 attempts and 6 targets, and you're getting 12.6 points.
We'll get there. Yeah, that's gonna, spoiler alert, come up later. Yeah, you got stuffed at the goal line twice.
Yeah,
from the one.
That's like Joe Mixon every single fucking week. And I haven't
you need DK Metcalf to do
I have
anything.
Joe Mixon in 3 leagues.
Tyler, I'm not. I'd say you definitely have the advantage. That's clear. You'd be stupid not to say that. But I'm not super confident. Like I'm not like for me.
No,
I look
I'm
at
not
my matchup
like
and I'm like
easy peasy. That's
I'm
not
like
how I
my
feel about
matchup's a
anything.
slam dunk. But
Jerry Jeudy's been awful. I've seen him dropped in a lot of redraft leagues. Like
he's about to have a fucking blow up game this week because he's
yeah. And Schultz is like 99 cent George Kittle.
Him, John.
Yeah, keep grim reaping me. With Michael Pittman and Mike Evans on my side, though, I feel like I could conquer the world. I gotta be honest. Last week was ridiculous.
Dude, me.
Kicker won.
Yeah,
kicker won on our waivers.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Funny, you did not have to pay another
did,
kicker and a second round.
Tyler outbid me for Dustin Hopkins this week. I was hyped too because I was like, oh, okay, kicker won. I'm all about it.
Perfectly outbid you. You bid like 14. I bid like 17.
Yeah, I was like, are you shit? I woke up to that. I'm like, wow, it's gonna be a bad day.
You were like, God damn it.
Yeah, shit. Well, that's talking matchups. Let's go ahead and do our dudes and duds of last week.
Dudes and duds of the week.
Dudes and duds of the week. Probably the longest episode of the season right now.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's because
fantasy fights is always a long one because John bitches and pisses and moans about losing every time.
Yeah, I think it's warranted. Dudes and duds. Tyler, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I can start us off. So 2 guys I was just talking about. Mike Evans, although maybe not, the craziest week out of wide receiver, certainly won me my game against Jake with 2 touchdowns, 6 catches for 70 yards. So 1 in 3 of Mike Evans' catches were touchdowns last week. So can't complain about that.
Crazy. Yep.
But that just goes to show you he's the red zone guy for them, and not a shocker. And I forget, how do I not remember this? We do a dude and a dud at the same time, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I don't remember if we go through all the dudes and then the duds.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Literally cannot remember. So
I think it might change on a weekly basis.
Do a dude and dud.
It might. So my dud this week, it's Travis Etienne. I mean, RB3 on the season. He had 20 carries for 56 yards. 4 receptions for 30 yards. The receptions, that's pretty good. I'll take that. 20 carries for 56 yards, bro, is not good. That's not where you want to be. And you're playing against the Houston Texans, which, granted, has been improved on the defensive line, but that's not RB1 production. That's not why I start Travis Etienne. And like I mentioned, there were 2 instances where they were down at the 1 yard line where he got the carry and just got absolutely stuffed. Just had no hope. So that was
Yeah.
hard to see.
Welcome to being an owner of all the RBs I have.
Miles Sanders.
Oh, Miles Sanders doesn't even get carries down there.
I know.
My dude of the week was finally, I think this is the first time since week 1 when he won me that water bet. It's Bijan Robinson. He had a great week, 27.3 points. He was a big reason why I won. I can't remember who I beat. Who was it? It was Dane. Beat Dane, baby. There you go. But yeah, he had a great week. I don't know. Was he the RB1? Doesn't say on here.
I don't believe so. RB3.
RB3. That's pretty good. He was 16 for 91 with a touchdown, and he had 3 receptions for 32 and another tutty. So that's why I drafted him. That's why I traded away. God, I lost Mike Williams and Samaje Perine. Darn it. For Bijan Robinson. So shoot. Miss those guys so much right now.
God, that trade.
I also traded away like 2 firsts and a second. So I mean, for the 101.
Still, man, I don't even know.
It was a lot.
Yeah. Who had the 101? Was it Ben?
Ben. Yeah, Ben.
And he wanted the 101? That was like the whole strategy?
I think he went 0-14 and then traded me the 101. Yeah.
I just cannot.
My dud of the week. I don't remember. Who was it? Joe Mixon. Yeah, fuck you. A big reason why I lost last week in the league of record here. 8 points, 8 carries for 16 yards. And he saved it with 2 receptions for 44. But dude, against Pittsburgh, I get that their defense is solid, but like he's been very reliable over the last 4 weeks. He put up 20 against San Francisco. Like it's been a really good option at running back. So not happy to see that. I truly expected the exact opposite with Browning at QB. I expected them to just give it to Joe Mixon the whole game. But they were playing catch up. So I don't think that's why it didn't happen, but not good. I need to see a bounce back game because I have a lot of Joe Mixon shares. So not good.
Yeah, Joe Mixon sucks, dude.
Okay.
He's actually been okay. That's the sad part.
Pretty solid, yeah, actually. RB17. I know he's not Christian McCaffrey, but
RB17. Where'd you have to draft him though? Ooh,
that's a good point.
I mean, I didn't draft him anywhere. I traded for him. So.
I actually wait. Oh yeah, I traded you, Joe Mixon. Great job, old Jake. Let's go. Got rid of that piece of shit.
Yeah, you traded me the wide receiver 24 and the RB17 for CD Lamb.
Yep, love that for me. That way higher ceiling.
That's another trade, John. We were talking about a pre-show. You sold low on CD Lamb, dude.
John, since that trade, CD Lamb has scored 41, 28, 39, 16, 17.
Yeah.
He is wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Go playoff starting him and Justin Jefferson and Brandon Ayuk.
But also, if I don't trade him, my running backs are still Raheem Mostert and Javonte Williams. I still feel like I lose those matchups.
That's not that bad. My running backs are Rashad White, David Montgomery, and I have nobody to replace them.
You have the
not
RB6.
By much.
I
RB6,
guess,
but his ceiling is kind of low, man. It's still Rashad White. It's still the Bucks.
Oh, okay. So the truth comes out.
That's what I'm saying. Is like he's very consistent, but his ceiling is realistically like 17 points.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll take that. I know Raheem Mostert's ceiling is definitely higher than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I made the wrong call there. Probably.
Anyway, my dude of the week is Isaiah Pacheco. He has been pretty good all season, but this was his best week. He had 15 for 55 and 2 on the ground, and then 5 for 5 for 34 through the air. And really, without him, I lose this week in league of record. And I needed the win here to really cement like I'm gonna make playoffs. Like it's not guaranteed, but like a lot of shit would have to go wrong for me to not make playoffs, especially when I'm like I'd have to lose this week. And if I don't win last week, there's a real good chance that I have no shot at the bye. But now I get to play Dane for a shot at the bye. Which would be great in this league. It'd be great to have a bye here and then still make playoffs in the other league. And I feel pretty good about it because Dane's really not got a great team like we were talking. Well, he's got a good team, but he doesn't have a great team this week like we were talking about earlier. So my dud of the week feels pretty obvious. It is Adam Thielen.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Come on, 1.2 points. Like, yeah, George Kittle didn't look great, and I really thought he does typically score a touchdown against Seattle. Like, he's done that before because they play him, they play him twice a year. I looked up the, historical stats. Trying to play him versus Ingram, and, even if I did play Ingram didn't have an amazing game. But Thielen really screwed me here. If Thielen has literally just a normal literally any game he's had recently, a 10-point game, I win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's been getting like minimum 6 or 7 receptions a game. Like he's
really,
been,
I mean, it was
so
between
solid.
It was between him and Saquon Barkley, and really, I expected more. Like even accounting for how inefficient he was, if he gets all 11 targets that he got, he could still have won me this week. And it's just a bummer, like, because that team looked awful. Everyone was disappointed, and then Frank Reich got fired. So it's kind of like, damn, sad all around. Like none of that is good. Yeah, but 1.2 points is not going to cut it. So he's my dud of the week, which is unfortunate because he has been my dude of the week this season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yes.
and he might be again. I don't think that. I mean, well,
I have to start him this week because
Me
of
too.
because of the news about Jonathan Taylor. I do have to start him and Evan Ingram or DeAndre Hopkins because I've got Adams on bye, Jefferson on bye, Gus Edwards on bye.
Yep.
So
okay. Well, let's move on here to survival football.
Survival football.
who I picked.
And then we'll hit Dr. Logan.
Yeah, I constantly forget who I pick.
So here we go. Here are the matchups for this week. I'll pull up the previous thing here. Jake, you actually lost that last week. You picked the Buccaneers, and they lost by 7, I think.
Oh, that was a good game. That was a good pick. Who did they play?
Who did they play? That was a good game.
No idea. I mean, I could go to week 12 right here.
Was it Pittsburgh? No,
it wasn't Pittsburgh.
The Colts. They lost.
The Colts.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Yeah, you picked the Buccaneers. They lost. The Chiefs. Shiloh, you picked the Chiefs. They won, and I picked the Eagles. They beat the Bills, which feels pretty nice. The poor Bills. They've been losing in spectacular fashion this year.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
My friend is a Bills fan. I send him mean messages afterward. I'm a really good friend.
I love to see that. I love that. But Jake, who do you got for us?
Chargers.
Jake has not picked the Chargers yet. Okay.
Yeah,
Jason
going to the game.
Who are they playing?
Pats.
I hate you. Why do you have to do that?
I'm going to the game.
Oh,
I want to be happy about something.
Okay. You're not happy about going to the game in general? You just want to?
It's actually supposed to rain, which I'm not stoked about.
Yeah, that's not a killer vibe.
It's supposed to be like mid-40s and rain. So
you're going to a game where teams are combined 6 and 16.
Yes.
Nice. This will be fun. Okay. What about you, T-Dog? What about you?
This one is close to my heart and close to my dynasty roster, which is the same thing. I got the Jags on Monday Night Football at home against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. Seems like a good matchup considering they're facing Jake Browning. So
very true. Also, I have to air this grievance. I'm going to be working in the most specific way possible that I will not be able to watch football. And there's a 49ers Eagles game on. I was also driving on Sunday and did not get to witness the Eagles Bills game. So I've been dying lately for a good game. Please.
Dude, the season's running out here, so I hope you get to take advantage of some of these good matchups before
I
the
know,
playoffs.
but playoff football is the same thing. It'll be just as good, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you could get those matchups again, most likely.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do the Grim Reaper pick of the. There it is. Hey,
kills all the anticipation. You're like, okay, where's it? It's over here somewhere.
I can't even change the order of them. Otherwise, it would be in order and it wouldn't be so confusing. But
It's really funny.
I stupidly didn't pick like the good teams for the first 80% of the season. So I picked these Dolphins and then the Eagles. And this week I am picking the Lions against the Saints. Please win, because I'm still behind by 2 games, and there's a chance that I could at least beat Jake with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks left. I mean, I could still beat Tyler technically, but it's unlikely. It's never happened. I've always come in last. So here we go. Maybe this is the season where I win something.
No.
Maybe.
You think so?
Fat chance, but maybe.
Well.
And now, Dr. Logan chimes in.
I want to make this known that Jake did message and ask if we could skip this.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I decided to say no because Logan sent in a 3-minute clip.
He can
Oh,
get 5
good.
minutes
That's
airtime.
better.
Oh, great.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
hey,
minute.
how's Chris's questions going?
Has he sent that us any?
Yes.
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, you tell us. You're the one in.
Also,
play the clip.
Austin
Roll the clip.
submitted a video that you never played.
I played it. It was week 8.
He did. We did play that. I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, I played
okay.
it.
You're right.
I have it right here.
What's up, boy?
There he is. Hey boys. Okay.
For 4
All right,
frames.
fair enough.
Here we go. Logan checking in. Let's see what we got this week.
Aaron Jones, not on the IR, another MCL sprain. Just happens to be that this time it is the left knee. He has 3 knee injuries on the right knee in the past. So it being a left knee, they're expecting him to come back soon, as he does not have an injury history there, and it is not a torn MCL, just a sprain. Not seeing exactly what grade. Luke Musgraves lacerated his kidney and went back in the game. What a savage. I don't know how long you're out for a lacerated kidney. I think he's on the IR. I don't know. And then Jonathan Taylor, just a simple little thumb sprain. They're going to do some surgery to make it more stable. That way he has better ball security. But other than that, he is fine. They just know Zach Moss is good enough. Unfortunately, I am eliminated from my home league. The questions will come back next year. For now, I'm going to worry about trying to win 2, be the first guy, I think, to win both same year. Did Jake do that? I don't think so. Let's fucking go.
I did.
I really wish
motherfucker.
you hadn't asked that question because he
Motherfucker,
did.
I did, Logan. Sorry, you can't do anything I haven't done except go back to back in both leagues.
Wow, that would take a whole 2 seasons
Gross.
here if he won this year in both leagues and then won again. Which, I mean, you never know. His dynasty team's pretty darn good. So
He's got look. I've got 1 more year of safety before anybody can do anything I haven't done. So I've gone back to back in league record. I'm not, and Logan hasn't won one in Dynasty, so you can't be the first Dynasty.
damn. Hate that. What was his question? He didn't even ask a question, did he?
No,
I
he's
don't
just
think so.
giving us injury updates, but
He-
but
Okay.
said it
That's
like
good, I mean-
somebody was like pointing a gun at him off camera.
yeah,
I
so
can't. What,
so anyway, Aaron Jones,
Aaron
a couple
Jones.
injuries to his knees.
maybe he should just do
He's
the NFL
fine.
news.
He's fine.
He's gonna be fine, and Ben should trade for him. Tyler,
Yeah, it was
Probably
actually me.
should. No, Ben should trade for Chuba Hubbard instead, right, Ben?
no,
Right, Ben?
Ben should trade for
Guys,
no one and just commit to
Narvo.
a tank.
He
because
he
already-
inquired to me about him, and I was like, "Give
Yeah, he
me
did.
Joe Burrow."
His
What?
tank year's next year. He has like 5 2025 first round picks.
I think his goal is to get all of them.
Sure, do it.
He probably could. Yeah, Logan. I was wondering, like, was he at a stoplight there? Because he was there for over a minute and a half.
He was,
so like,
he was parked. He
he
must
was
have been
parked.
parked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope
I
so.
did-
Well,
I reached out to him earlier today. It was probably around 7:30 a.m. his time, and he sent it right away, of course. So really appreciate that, Dr. Logan. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any questions to answer, so thanks for checking in.
Actually, I like that one, Logan. Do more of those. Just
Yeah,
check
that's
in
good.
and let me talk trash to these guys about how I'm great at winning, and then give us some updates on injuries.
Perfect.
I guess, yeah, he is a doctor, so. Okay, Logan. Yeah, thanks for that. If you guys made it this far, obviously we really appreciate it. And we apologize if we're not answering your questions and you did send them in. Busy guy. Jake doesn't do anything, and Tyler's also very busy. So,
Excuse me, I ran a great segment today.
yep, and that's gonna do
That I
it.
won.
Yeah,
Bitches.
congrats, Tyler. Congrats.
Tyler earned that. He
I'm a little
gave
bit
you
out of
every
practice.
opportunity.
You did. You gave me an
I'm gonna
extra
eat a
chance.
W now, John. Like Jameis Winston.
Yeah. So Tyler's not here anymore. Just kidding. It's too much power.
It's
really
way too much power for you.
Removed completely.
This is why you
Yeah.
like running the podcast, so you can do shit like that. I'm fine because I don't need that power.
Okay. I get it. You can barely set up your microphone, so I couldn't imagine you trying to run the podcast.
Eh,
But
whatever, John.
Click some
Here we-
buttons, click boy.
Yeah, click-
come on, main click boy.
click boy, fuck you guys. Yeah, it's been fun. Longest episode of the season. I've heard that you guys love the longer episodes, and that actually excites you when you see the 2-hour mark. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Obviously, follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes, TikTok, Instagram, X Fantasy Dudes Pod, and hit that plus button in the upper right hand corner on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If we are in your podcast wrapped, a Spotify wrapped, let us know.
Oh, send us a screenshot.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh my
I would-
god, I'd go bonkers.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
I would definitely put that on the
Technically-
story.
technically we
Shout out,
were-
though.
Technically, we were in mine, but we were
That's
number
okay.
5. So
We were number 5, Jake. Wow.
I mean, we don't put out a ton. Like one a week is a little tough,
yeah,
right? So
that's-
hard to compete with.
I suppose, but unless you listen to them multiple times, again and again and again. you know,
True.
if you're that
On repeat
diehard.
all the time.
Yeah.
I fall asleep at night.
You fall asleep to us? To my voice,
Yep.
essentially?
I actually, I'm really sorry.
I fall asleep
we
to,
were number 5 for
Us trashing on John's teams. That's the
I
best.
fall asleep doing waiver moves knowing that they won't help me. I fall asleep with my phone in my hand and Najee Harris in my starting roster, and I want to kill myself. But
Oh,
yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure to find us on YouTube because that's the best way to watch no matter what at this rate. But good luck in your week 13 matchups. And
Crazy.
if you're on the cusp, we hope you make it in unless you're in my league. Please, for the love of God, lose. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. Make sure to tune in next week and follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram.